It's always interesting to see which players select which teams. We can chat about that a little bit later on, though, as we're underway here in the second half, our first game of the World Finals. Tied 1 goal apiece between Campeonato of Manchester United and RRQ Radin controlling FC Barcelona here. Second half underway. Bruno, back to him now, into the box.
Beautiful
Can he find
play.
the blue shirt? It's just goal!
What a goal!
From behind, Campeonato is now in the lead in this tie. The Thailand player on home soil with a lot of pressure.
Unbelievable goal right from the off as well. It's absolutely insane passing. That ball there is the killer. And then you have the main man, as you said, Harry. He is the guy that Cantona will want to get on the ball as much as possible. That's showtime, Shesko. What a cross. I mean, Dargo set up 2 goals now. And it's from that out wide overlap and that out wide ball in. That is what he would have wanted at the start. And he's really controlled the play there. And he's set up with the back 5 going attacking. This game is set up now for him to take all the spoils.
Well, a dream start to the second half. Campeonato into the lead after conceding early. There's your confirmation. Currently in control of this tie. The Indonesian Radin will need to put some more passes together, of course. Olmo will get there. Can he feed anyone approaching on this ball? Gabi with some nice tight control, but Casemiro will clear. This could well be the story for the rest of this match as Radin wants to try and press for that equaliser. Olmo into the box. Is he onside? Lewandowski's there! There is an equaliser!
2 apiece!
And it's onside!
He's onside. Lewandowski strikes again. Second goal. Again, we've talked about it. It's the wide play, stretching it out wide, going from central to out wide, getting that lovely ball in. These two guys, it's like watching a mirror. I think they're kind of copying each other's play styles a little bit. Defensively, they both look open to that out wide and cross in or pass in. This match, what an opening match we were having here, Harry. This is everything we could have dreamed of.
They mentioned they know each other very well. And it is, in Campeonato words, the Indonesian wonder kid scoring the latest goal. And as it stands, it is honours even here in our first match. Well, well, well.
Now we're going to see some changes, I think. It's hard to know what to do, though, because, I mean, if you're scoring 2 goals, obviously what you're doing attacking is working. But if you're conceding 2, you're kind of questioning, well, changes that we're going to see, I think, is whether Cantona just, maybe he'd be happy. I don't think any of these guys want to draw to start off because a win is so important. I think that there's going to be another goal here, but who gets it? I mean, it's very hard to predict. It seems to be it's just one counter-attack away or one, like long possession play, and it could be the third and final goal.
Substitution for Barcelona.
Well, here come the subs following that goal, about the 65th minute, so you'd anticipate them being introduced here. I believe Marcus Rashford onto the pitch for the Thailand player here.
It's a bad pass. Oh, it's getting a bit sloppier now as pressure builds. Xerxes on as a sub as well to Mason Mount.
Oh, yeah.
Buemo
with a controlled strike. Maybe trying to catch the goalkeeper off guard there.
It's worth a pot. Or a pop. There's that switch again, Harry, to reset the play. And that for anyone watching at home, that's to basically reset the play so that your players actually make the runs. Their play styles are going to let them run. That's a very important thing that you'll see today from a lot of the top guys.
Good spot there, Barry, from Radin. Here is De Jong on the turn. Inside to Balde. Just being patient in his build-up here, Radin. This is where things will start to quicken. Well, here's the counter, though. Mason Mount, who can he find? Nice turn to evade the press, but now we're in the realms where you don't want a costly turnover. That time is ticking. We're about, give or take 5 in-game minutes plus stoppages.
One or two more,
from
maybe one
being
more
full
chance.
time. So you do not want to give the ball away, as Cantona just has. Rafinha, again, trying to retain possession, but, well, it's turned over again. Cantona Rue.
Oh, heavy touch.
As you said, heavy touch. The possession turns over again. Neither player wants to control the ball here, it seems. Xerxes, back heel. Diallo moving up, but De Jong is there. And it is a minimum of 3 added on here. So last attack territory potentially for both our players.
Oh, it's a beautiful ball. He's off. Just off, I think, Harry.
Ah, he is indeed.
That could have been the chance. Just delayed it a little bit too long to make that run in.
Yeah, Rashford just going a bit too early there against his parent club. Of course, on loan to Barcelona. And that is the full-time whistle. An electric first match between Radin and Cantona Rue. The comeback seemed perfect from the hometown hero. But Radin, he stood strong. Here are your full-time stats. They share the points here in the group. It is 2 goals apiece.
Yeah, I mean, they both improved in the second half, but it did get a bit sloppy towards the end, because that's what happens when you're chasing the win. You do, instead of taking, 4 or 5 passes, you start taking 1 and 2.
Yep.
And that can quicken it up, obviously, if you want to score. But at the same time, you can see that the possession there, it did change a little bit now towards, that. But still, I do feel like that the control of that game, it was ebbing and flowing the whole time, Harry. And I think that both of those guys, I think a draw was deserved there. I think they both played equally as well defensively and attacking. Probably a bit to work on defensively as well. I know it's easy to say that from us here. Of course it is. But for their standards, the 2 goals were very, it was only a couple of passes. The same move repeated for the second goal. So just something to watch out later on in the tournament as well if these guys progress.
Most definitely. It's not the worst thing in the world, is it?
No,
to
no,
draw
no.
your first game. Obviously, depends.
A score and draw
happens
is big
elsewhere.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got some goals going in your favour, but I think that will just settle them both down going forward. It's difficult up there on the stage. The lights are bright, it's unfamiliar territory for a lot of these players. So,
and they're so close to each other. They're leaning over to fist bump there. They're literally in each other's eye line all the time. Yep. So there is that kind of like visible thing as well, that you're watching somebody's body language out of the corner of your eye as well if they score. It can add to the pressure as well if somebody is you'll see emotion today. These guys were locked in the zone, but you will see the emotion explode today, I'm sure, at certain parts. So, yeah, I mean, a good opening game, though.
Yeah, great opening game. That's what we want. We want to see goals. We want to see action. And they delivered it just then. Dare I say it, we had a Thai world champion last year, of course, on console. Jin Sui will be in action later today. But can clubmate Cantona Rue, has he shown enough to us in that first game to potentially go all the way?
I think so. I mean, I like his style. I think these guys defensively, I think controlling the game, all of these guys, if they get a chance in front of goal, they usually score. But it's more about how they actually are creating these chances. And I saw a lot from both of those guys there attacking, that I'd be saying, wow, these guys are really, really at that level. Defensively, though, I think they'll need to improve a little bit. But then we have to see other games. I mean, it's hard to hold them to that standard yet. It's just, this is a different environment, a different experience. It's the first game out, first game on show. Everyone's watching. All the other players get a head start as well to watch other 2 players play.
Sure. Yeah.
So that is huge as well. They don't want to maybe show everything. But I think we will, if anything, if that game is anything to go by, Harry, we're going to have a lot of goals today for you guys as well to watch at home. But I think he could. I mean, how big of the home factor do you think it is, though? How big of a support?
It's definitely an advantage.
Yeah.
There's definitely an advantage. I know a lot of people think there's a lot of pressure behind these players. But you have to think about what a unique time zone this side of the world is for a lot of eFootball players, especially from those from South America. Obviously, Radin is from Indonesia, so just a stopover within the continent. But it's definitely, when you come up into those later rounds, I mean, a big name we've been talking about for a while is Rentao, all the way from Brazil. I mean, we're talking 20+ hour travel days that they're taking to get to these events.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's always going to be pretty tricky, but as you can see, our MCs are over there on the stage.
Thank you very much.
Let's go.
All commentary teams. All right. What a game. That amazing to all of you guys. And now let's talk a bit with our winners of this round.
Of course.
Okay.
I would like to know, like, how do you feel about making it to the final stage over here, over the eFootball World Finals? How you feeling?
Can you repeat?
How you feeling? Are you excited? Are you feel confident, like 100%, 1000% like that?
Today I'm feeling very excited for the game, and I just play one game and it's a good result for me.
Hey, thank you.
Okay. And how about you? Do you have anything to say to your fans? มีอะไรอยากจะบอกกับคนที่เชียร์เราในขณะนี้ทั่วโลกบ้างไหมครับ
ก็ขอบคุณทุกคนนะครับที่มาเชียร์ผมนะ ผมก็จะทำให้เต็มที่ครับผมหลังจากนี้จะดีขึ้นครับ
Okay, he will do for the best. Thank you very much for supporting him. Okay, thank you so much once again. Please make some noise to our winner for this round. Thank you so much. ขอบพระคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ They're awesome. Amazing. Amazing.
Yes, okay, คุณ Bella.
Yep.
Now I think we should take a look.
Now we take a look at the current results and standing after the first round of the matches.
Okay, and now we still have 2 more rounds to go. And I think there's still some time to change the game. Who knows? We will advance to the knockout stage tomorrow. Let's find out together. And now I would love to say hello once again to our commentary teams. Are you guys okay?
Yeah?
Harry, Barry, Kun Tam, and Kun Goff? Okay, over to you.
Sure, our players are behaving themselves. Great to hear from them there. And we're now ready to move into round 2. It's no rest for these players. They're locked in to their pods now. If you win, obviously, you get conversation with our wonderful MCs on the stage. But then it's right back into round 2, heat 2 of our group play here, Barry. It's definitely time to, you know, lock in. You can't lose concentration at any point today.
No, I think that's something I think as this progresses as well, is how you're dealing with, you know, going from match to match. And you don't even have time to really think, what am I going to change here? What am I going to analyze? Because you're straight into another game. Then you're doing the interview. You know, it's different. It's different. So we do have to give these guys a little bit of leeway with the, you know, with their gameplay at the start of this tournament. I think as it progresses, it'll tighten up. Things will get a bit more tactical, I think, as well. But yeah, I mean, it's been a great opening game, and I think that these two groups themselves, they seem confident enough. They seem both happy enough with the draw. I know you say you mightn't be happy with a draw, but that's not a bad result, I think, when you look at the opposition. I mean, both of these guys have aspirations to go on till tomorrow and to get to the knockout stages and maybe go even all the way. So I think, you know, getting that draw there might actually be a good result for the two of them. They seem quite happy with the draw, which was, I was kind of saying, they know each other, they've high praise for each other, there's high respect for each other. So maybe getting that draw is quite good for them.
Yeah, we heard from them before the match. Obviously, they were very complimentary of each other. They know each other very well, as you said. I think, you don't want to start your tournament off with a loss and then need to win the next 2 games, and all of a sudden you leave
you're under
your
pressure.
fate into other people's hands. You don't want that. So, yeah, definitely good to hear from them. I'm looking forward to our next matches coming up here, though. We have more group play coming up, and obviously we didn't get a chance to see the results, but it is only 2 players from each of our groups of 4. So we lose 50% of our players today.
Yeah.
This next match is where we're really going to get a chance to see the lay of the land in the group play.
Yeah,
You can't afford to lose this one.
No, the second game as well, like the first game, yes, you can have a bit of nerves. I think the second game, you nearly need to have everything sorted. You need to have your nerves locked away.
Yep.
And we're talking about maybe like, you know, 15, 20 minutes of a difference between the games. And you need to go from here to here, you know. But that is the standards. I mean, if you want to be a world champ, you have to be able to up it when you need to. And that's what previous champions have been able to do, you know? It's not always going to be you roll in and you win your first game 3-0, you win your second game 4-0. That's not going to happen at this stage. The player pool is the talent is too high here. So as you said, Harry, yeah, I think sometimes it's just about in a group stage, though. It's just about surviving sometimes, isn't it? Getting your draws, maybe pick up a win the second game. This one's going to be huge, though. This round here, I think, is going to be huge. We'll get a lay of the land, as you say. It's nicely tied up. I think that was a great opening game. But I think that a few of the players here will just want to get the first win. And when they do, then we start looking at him and say, wow, this guy's on his game today, depending on how he wins. But yeah, I mean, it's still all to play for. It's still early there. It's still early days.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. Of course, a brief intermission while the players have a chance between the matches to go to the restroom, you know, settle the nerves a little bit. Kind of tactical in a way. If you're not feeling 100% on the stage, you get a chance to remove yourself from the environment, take a breath, go back on the stage. But I'm sure we're just moments away from kicking off the next round.
Yeah, well, I think as well, when you are on this journey as well, there's so many things that can happen that you don't predict at an event like this as well. And I know I keep saying that, I've mentioned it about 5 times already, but even for me, this is my first World Finals as well. Like for you, you're like, you know, you're the OG now, you're the veteran, okay? You're the Mr. Professional.
Sound old.
Yeah, well, I was going to call you old, but I said veteran's a nicer word for old, right? But it is kind of overwhelming. You've got a lot of noise, you've got a lot of voices going on, you've got a lot of people telling you, you know, this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And these guys are young guys as well. So that's why I do feel that sometimes the nerves, like nervous energy is good. Nerves need to be gone now if they want to progress. But even the wait between matches and stuff like that, you know, sometimes, I mean, like if I'm playing, I want to run it back if I'm playing and stay hot if you're hot. It can be difficult sitting for a little bit. And then the matches that are shown on schedule. There's also matches being run concurrently as well. And you're waiting on other results. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts.
So much different from playing at home, as we said, with your feet up, because you've got players next to you, players around you celebrating their goals or reacting emotionally if they sadly fall by the wayside. It's going to be a day of drama. I look forward to seeing what happens on that stage later on.
There's a couple of big personalities here that we will see over the next few days that anything could happen. Yeah, anything could happen. I mean, you guys want excitement at home. You will get it from some of these players. A lot of the guys are reserved, and a lot of them are very respectful to their opponents. But I like to see celebrations. I like to see a little bit of that, giving it that when you score a goal. I think as the tournament goes on, we'll get that. But even for us, Harry, I mean, it's kind of like it's just building up towards when the knockout stages. When people are like counting points and they're really looking and saying, right, I drew the first game, I lost my second game, I need a win here. That's when things start to get tense. That's when things start to get a little bit more tight, and you do start to get those emotions coming out of players as well, because it's like win or go home. I want to be here tomorrow. None of these guys want to be hanging around tomorrow, not qualified for tomorrow.
Definitely.
And they want to give themselves the best shot after all the months of training, all the hours of practice, putting their lives on hold for this. So, I mean, Harry, for you, like, what's the biggest thing here? I think as these guys prep for the match here, we're seeing the Moroccan guy here. He's full of confidence, this guy. He's very charismatic. I like him. He's kissing the badge. And, of course, this Maverick as well. Maverick really impressed me, Harry, as Borussia Dortmund champion. It's very, very big name.
Fun that you mentioned that. Of course, if you're tuning in all weekend long, you'll see these players in the World Finals jerseys. But if you see players in their club jerseys, you will know that they have won a club event. We can hear from the players, though, ahead of this round of matches.
Deu bom, deu boa. Dá pra colocar seu roxinho aqui não, né? O seu, coloca o seu no meu no seu, sei lá. Lá.
Let me just double check.
I believe it's Gattuso.
Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. Sorry, Harry. Apologies. I have the wrong schedule up here. No, oh yeah, there we go. Didu the Moroccan and Gattuso.
Vai lá, fica de
Of course,
boa.
there is the AC Milan champ as well.
Rapaziada, ó.
It was the first player to qualify for these World Finals all the way back in December. If memory serves, Jalali for AC Milan, he'll have a big club behind him, hoping that he is one of 6 Moroccans here, Barry, that can lift the world title trophy.
Mas tem 3
ترينيت على ود هاد الورد فاينل مده ديال شهر ونص ونتمنى تكون نتيجه زوينه من هنا لقدام. الهدف ديالي في هاد الورد فاينل هو نكون من الاوائل ونتمنى نكون انا الاول، علاش لا، وان شاء الله يكون خير. ما عنديش حتى شي معلومه على هاد اللاعب هذا، وراه الحاجه الوحيده هي انني خصني نفوز ضروري باي طريقه كانت.
6 sampai 7 jam per hari. Yang saya rasakan turnamen di sini inilah beda dari turnamen-turnamen sebelumnya. Ini benar-benar turnamen yang sangat megah, besar, seru lah. Tujuan saya di turnamen ini yang pasti membawa pulang piala ke Indonesia. Tentang D-Dogs nggak terlalu kenal sih, soalnya belum pernah ketemu.
كنت كنتدرب الصراحة بزاف وتقريبا 2 ساعات حتى 5 ساعات في النهار. أنا فخور بهذا الإنجاز هذا أنني وصلت من هنا وإن شاء الله الهدف ديالي واضح. عندي هدف واحد هو نفوز باللقب وما نقدر نرضى حتى شي حاجة من غيرها. أبيس تا هو تواصلت معاه بزاف وعندي عليه فكرة وإن شاء الله نربح.
I train hard for the World Final. After Manchester United Cup Final, I champ. Ini adalah first World Final saya in my career. I will show my best performance to beat them. Saya rasa saya akan all out untuk bawa balik title champion, world champion to my country. Jadi champion untuk AC Milan Club Final. Saya akan fight lah untuk mana yang terbaik.
Well, that trophy is what our players are fighting for at the end of this weekend. One of these mobile players across groups A through D will be lifting that and be crowned champion here in Bangkok, Barry. Great to hear from them as always. They are a little bit more reserved that time around. A lot of players not really sure who they're facing. They want to keep their cards close to their chest.
They're not saying much in those interviews, I think, because they do want to. You do want to keep a few things close to your chest, and there's a few of them. I don't know much about, Gattuso, and it's like these guys know how they play. There's a bit of mind games going on as well, where they're like, I don't know much about this player, but trust me, these guys all know each other extensively. They've researched as much gameplay as they can find in them. They've asked everybody who's ever played against them. That's the way it goes in these circles. Like, you do need to get as much knowledge about somebody. But at the end of the day, I liked what a few of them said there, where they're like, listen, this does feel bigger. It does feel bigger. But at the end of the day, you just need to win. Like, everything else should just fade into the background. All the noise, all the music, all the pressure, that should fade on if you want to be a champion. That's what's going to dictate, I think, who really steps up over the next 2 days. Obviously, the next match we do have up is going to be an interesting one as well. And I do feel like if we are going to see a winner from this group, it will start to take shape now, I think. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get a roundup as well as the group goes on. But it's getting there. It's getting there, Harry. It's getting exciting.
Indeed. It's interesting you bring up knowledge and knowing about other players. This is our first mirror match that we're going to see on the stream. So both players qualifying through the regional qualifiers, meaning they're not locked to a certain club. They have both elected to choose Barcelona for the rest of the World Finals. So we will see Didu versus Gattuso, Morocco versus Indonesia, taking the stage next. Both men controlling Barcelona. It is, I believe, Didu in the home strip blue cursor here, attacking this right-hand goal. Of course, we'll see Gattuso coming the other way in that changed Barca strip. And the knowledge I was alluding to earlier, Barry, you brought it up. When you're playing against a Barcelona team, you already know what the strengths and weaknesses are because you're controlling them and you've practiced with them yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you come through, it's definitely a wider question mark. If these matches are moving so quick that it's difficult to make a point about the choosing of a squad and the choosing of a team when you do go through the eFootball Open or the regional qualifiers rather than win a club event.
Big turnover. Rashford into the box, gets to the byline, almost there, off the frame. How has he not finished that?
Hits the post and back out. Dido will be confident with this start though.
Yes, he will. Pedri on the turn. Just taking his time here, Dido. Knows he has Yoga Tuso rocked. Double touch from Olmo, inside to Rashford, tries to feed Pedri. But now Yoga Tuso can start to steady things here with a bit of possession.
Yeah, he's just going to calm it down a little bit now. He won't like this start. It's been all Dido here so far. The Moroccan is looking very confident, very sharp. Yoga Tuso will just want to hold on to the ball for a little bit. Barcelona with that press seems to be a 4-3-3. Man marking on the CFs as well, it looks like, or tight marking maybe, from a tactical point of view. So those runs will be tracked from Lewandowski by Eric Garcia.
Pedri, just outside the box here. This is better from the Indonesian. Frankie de Jong looking for Lewandowski on the turn. Just splashes wide of the goal.
Yeah, the angle was just against him there, but that's promising. That's promising his first real chance after sustained possession. We're seeing a lot of guys here go from left to right, right to left, and then couple of passes, see if it's on, and then recycle it back. Seems to be, yeah, maybe it's a little bit of nerves as well that they're holding on to possession as much. But the out wide play seems to be getting well used so far this tournament.
Oh, nice touch there from Torres. Dispossessed and hounded the entire way by Pedri. Let's see what he was trying to do.
Here we go out wide again with Balde on the overlap.
And now inside to Ferran. Rafinha trying to feed Lewandowski. Oh, off the frame. The base of the post has been rattled at one end and the other.
Yeah, it's swung a bit now. Yoga Tuso well on top now in the last second half of the first half, so to speak. The last 20 minutes, it's been all Yoga Tuso. Find it very difficult to get out, but he could be caught in the break here, Harry.
Yeah, last attack of the half, you'd imagine. No, the ball has gone backwards.
Ref says that's enough, boys. Take a little breather.
The referee has blown the whistle. And now time for some changes if they decide to do so. 0-0 at the break, way more cagey than our opening match.
And two post hits as well. That's something to look at. Sometimes it rolls for you, sometimes it rebounds for you, and sometimes against you. And today, it's rebounded against both of these guys. So, yeah, I mean, a tale of two halves in one half. That's what it was. I was nearly tongue-tied there. But, yeah, I mean, the first 20 minutes, it looked like all Dido, the Moroccan, looking very strong, calm, composed. And then Yoga Tuso seemed to press up and seemed to use that out wide area with Balde. Balde's overloading on that flank a lot. We've seen it now in the two games we've seen on stream so far.
Yep.
That's something to look out for. I mean, we saw it with Luke Shaw as well for Manchester in the second half of that last game. But very cagey game, even though the post has been hit twice. Very cagey game, not as many double touches, not as much super cancelling going on. Just seemed to be straight up. Possession versus possession, and then going for the killer blow, but it's not arrived yet.
Feels like there's goals in this though, Barry.
Yeah.
Feels like, considering both players have had a sight at goal now, in this second half, I would be surprised if it continues along the same vein, very cagey. I'll be honest, I feel like there will be a winner in this one.
You're hoping for goals.
Listen,
that's why you're hoping it.
I didn't say who, but I'm hoping for goals, as you said.
I think as well, when you look at Dido, from what I could spot, and we can't see the game plans on screen at the moment, but from what I saw, he seemed to be playing a 4-3-3, I think, because he seemed to be out wide at Rashford, or he seems to have a little bit of flexible players positioning going on when he's attacking. I feel like his tight marking at the back, sometimes the tight marking on the centre forwards, these guys are so good. They can wait for the tight marking to just switch off for a fraction. And Lewandowski lost his marker there. I think he's been picked up by Eric Garcia. He lost his marker. Now, it was wide. It was a wide chance, but that was his second big opportunity that he got. Those could have went in. It could have been 2-0. And it could have equally been down the other side. Dido will he rue that early chance? Because Yogatuso is definitely, the pendulum has definitely swung a little bit in that second part of the first half. So be interested to see if there's any changes. We're straight back in, Harry.
Yeah, no changes, it seems, to kick off this second half. Yogatuso in the change strip with the kickoff has surrendered possession over to Didu, the Moroccan, third year in eFootball at his first World Finals.
Yeah, and Didu's playing around with the attack levels, defense back to neutral. Probably not happy with his defensive line. It's very sharp, very high up. Frankie de Jong, good interception.
An important one there as well, as Yogatuso was threatening to orchestrate something of his own. Ferran on the turn. Olmo into the box. There's a couple of players to aim for. One of them is Rashford, but can't find him at all. Gattuso playing with fire here. Just gets the ball out though. Now back to the feet of Pedri. On the hour mark.
Great block.
Rafinha. Just trying to find Ferran again. Seems to be the circuit breaker on both sides, doesn't it? Ferran and then trying to find Lewandowski afterwards.
Yeah, just a lot of interceptions in this one so far. De Jong getting on 2 there to just break that play up. And Didu using Bernala quite a bit as well. Dani Olmo going through him, of course, a great player. Pedri. A lot of these players have got exceptional player ID, exceptional skills that we'll probably touch on a little bit later.
Oh, look out for this though. Balde out wide, as you highlighted. Barry Rashford trying to get that left-footed strike off first. Balde has lost his man, but Frankie's there covering again. Pedri's lost his marker. Rashford back to Ferran. Didu scores.
Ferran Torres, well, he's weathered the storm, Harry. That's what I would say. Yogatuso came out and he was all action. But Didu, like he started the first half, bits of possession, couple of blocks here and there, gets his chance. And as we said, Balde's being used. You see Balde here. This time he recycles it, kind of fakes it out. That back heel is beautiful. I think it's Rashford, is it, Harry? That back heels that into the path to Ferran Torres. But Balde is the key man there again. And Pedri, oh, it's a beautiful little back heel. Cheeky finish. Keeper nearly gets to it. That's a huge goal. I think there's 70 minutes gone or so, I think I saw.
Yeah, time
now
for
the
subs.
changes come.
Time for subs here. Yogatuso will need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I think there's just maybe Dani Olmo coming out. He's playing as an SS. Maybe he has a second. He's onto maybe his plan B or C now at this stage. I mean, it depends, because sometimes if you make changes when you're winning, I mean, Didu is obviously playing that 4-3-3. If you make changes when you're winning, you give yourself the option of maybe pushing on for a second goal. But if you're 1-0 up with maybe 1 or 2 chances left, sometimes you're just better off to hunker down and really just play for the 1-0.
Yep.
I know sometimes, you know, that can really go against you, right? We won't mention, but we will see that sometimes you have to do that, especially at this level when all the guys can score in a blink, you know what I mean, in a flash. So that will be interesting. I mean, for people watching at home, they're saying, no, go for the second goal, go for the killer. That's easy say. That's easy say when you've got what's online here at the World Finals. You know, you've got the bragging rights, you've got the prize money, you've got just the respect of everybody to say you're the world's best e-football player. So
you have to remember as well, Barry, there is not much time left in this game.
Yeah, 1 or 2 chances.
75th minute, that sounds like plenty of time on console. But here on mobile, the games are very, very fast.
I think it's 1 or 2 chances now, and that's it. Didu's gone blue. Yogatuso's gone red, the attacking. He could get the second goal here, though.
It looks like he's going for it. Fermin on the double touch will win himself a corner.
Yeah, it's the right play. I mean, 1 defense, 1 attack. The blue and the red bars, as you said, as Harry said, if you're just tuning into eFootball or you're intrigued by it, that is what that means, that little bar down there. Just the team goes more attacking if it's on red. You can see Didu going full blue, so it's double blue bars there. That is to pull every player back into their most defensive shape as possible, that their tactics allow.
Rashford unable to get on the end of that one. Araujo off the stanchion behind the goal, I believe, with 10 minutes left to play.
Centre forward Araujo, your eyes do not deceive you. That was a special team card, a player of the week card when Araujo went up and scored for Barcelona. He's wearing the number 4, usually a CB, but centre forward. It's actually a really overpowered card. I've used that card quite a bit. And people do be looking at you thinking, what are you playing around up front? That's why. That could have gone in.
I did wonder. He was on full blue.
Yeah, that's where he's positioned. As you see there, he's right up in a double-man centre forward partnership with Rashford.
Well, he's the perfect type of player to bring on in this circumstance, isn't he?
You can lump the ball up to him as well. He's that attacking threat, very high offensive awareness.
5 minutes left, and Neo Gattuso will need the ball back. He's won it back. And now, timer working against him here.
Balde, lovely block again.
Can't get there.
Tá dando reto. Não, meu, aqui tá normal, mano.
Perfect from Didu.
It's a lovely ball.
Just maintain possession, no silly mistakes here. Just 2 minutes to survive. And a big 3 points will go into his favour. And there is the full-time whistle.
What a performance.
Didu with a 1-0 victory over a strong opponent in Gattuso. A big 3 points in the scheme of the group stages. We always say, Barry, the second game, probably the most important. 3 points here, no matter how you played in your first, is a big springboard.
That's a huge, and you can see the emotion there from Didu. He knows that that's a big game because that was such a mature performance at the end. I mean, sometimes a lot of people can overthink it. He actually stayed, he went a little bit defensive, but he stayed attacking, and he brought on a row up front as well. Obviously, he picked Barcelona for a reason. He looks very, very strong with this squad. Very good tactical changes as well to switch from that 4-3-3. I was questioning that 4-3-3. He looked to go to 2 up front, I thought, when he brought on Araujo. So that might be plan B. He might have shown his hand here, but he's got his full 3 points here, Harry. That's a huge victory for him because Gattuso very highly rated as well. We're getting another match here.
Yeah,
what am I eyes seen?
We saw Radin versus the hometown hero in our first match, but is this scoreline correct? Can it?
Agora dá pra me ver de boa, né, galera?
Just maybe
Dá salve aí, se
just
possível.
a little while as we take a look at Radin and Nesta. Another Moroccan versus Indonesian matchup, and look at this from Radin!
Well, we'll see the score now if it changes.
Silky stuff.
Goals today won. We're going to have to get confirmation of this, but it looks like it could be. If so,
mano, o cara tá metendo 6-0, Leco.
7-0. It looks like, Harry. I mean, it looks like it. It looks like that is a correct stat. We're only after joining late, obviously. But Radin is... that's a terrifying scoreline if you're
Agora, tô te ouvindo.
looking at facing Radin. I mean, for the
O cara tá metendo 6-0, mano.
We did mention him before. 7-0, Harry.
I mean, that is some scoreline. And Nasarox is no slouch either. I mentioned before, he's been playing eFootball for around 9-10 years.
6-0 é muito.
Rating of 2100 there or thereabouts. It's maybe just the occasion getting the better of him here, or maybe Radin has woken up and said, you know what, it's time for me to show my true form. He's coming forward again.
Well, if he gets an 8,
I mean, just taking
going
his
for
time,
it. He's not taking any sympathy here.
Back to Yamal, and well, thank God Martin is there.
Yeah, that is a result for the ages here at the world stage from Radin. I mean, that is a humongous scoreline. When these matches do go so quick, he must have pretty much scored on every attack or thereabouts.
Sim.
Oh, into the field. That is beautiful. Even Nesa knows that is something special from Radin.
Yamal, beautiful feet. I mean, that's a beautiful bit of dribbling, a bit of trickery, but yeah, I mean, Radin is laughing here. He's in good spirits, but I mean, this is a tough loss, Harry, I think, as well, from Nasarox. You know, a very charismatic guy. We met him earlier, you know, full of fun and jokes, and maybe it's just been a bad matchup for him. Maybe he got his tactics wrong. Maybe he's just too open at the back. He looks a bit frustrated there now as well. The smiles have been replaced by a little bit of frustration, Harry, which is understandable as well.
Well, indeed it is. Last goal scored by Amal. And there is the full-time whistle. 8-0. That will do massive damage in the group stages for goal difference swings on both sides. And look at these stats.
9 shots on target. 9 shots on target, it said there. And he only missed 1 shot on target. 8 goals, Harry. That is clinical now, if I ever seen anything like that before.
Goodness me. Goodness me, that was... I know we only got the tail end of that match, but that was fantastic. Let's go over to Bella and Toy on the stage.
All right. Wow, you're amazing. You're the winner for this round. How are you feeling right now? Can I have a translator?
Okay.
Okay.
Rapaziada,
This
tá aí me
is-
assistindo.
How do you,
Dá pra me ouvir de
how
boa?
do you
Como
feel
que tá?
right now?
Tá tranquilo? Tá me ouvindo, né? Tranquilinho. Dá pra me ouvir de boa.
Rasanya tetap enjoy sih.
Enjoy. Okay. And how confident are you that you will qualify for tomorrow stage, knockout stage?
Tetap melakukan yang terbaik.
พรุ่งนี้จะทำให้ดีที่สุดก็คือ tomorrow we will practice more and then more play good.
Okay, thank you so much. Good luck. Here, you get two so. Thank you so much. ขอบพระคุณนะครับ Thank you. Okay. And now we've come to the final round, and we're gonna find out our top 4 players
Of course.
who will advance to tomorrow knockout stage.
And we will hand over to our commentator once again. Good.
Okay.
Good
Let's
Barry.
go.
Yeah.
Of Group A and Group B, 2 players from each of our 2 groups will come out and feature in tomorrow's knockout stages. And it's a big one coming up here soon, Barry. I've just seen who our next players are on the lineup. 2 players that we are looking forward to seeing very much. Maverick versus Radim.
Well, I mean, we just got, I mean, my eyes, I was like, I'm going to have to adjust my monitor. I was like, 7-0, 6-0. I was like, 8-0. I was like, okay, that can happen. But I mean, he does have that reputation for scoring a lot of goals, you know, and from people that we talked to, that's why we were kind of wondering in the first game out, it was cagey enough compared to they do like to score goals. Maverick is a guy, I think, I have huge admiration for this guy. I thought he was exceptional in the club events. It'll be interesting to see how he sets up Borussia Dortmund. If Radin is in that form that he's in with scoring that many goals, like that's going to do wonders for his confidence now, especially after the first game. This is a huge game now.
It is.
You know, it's a huge game, and we'll get a round up to see how Maverick is doing as well in the other games, hopefully. But Maverick is usually, I mean, if you're going to be a club champion, you have to be at a certain level. We're going to see that today on this stage if he can produce it. He's already shown it on the club stage. Can he do it on the world stage?
Being here in Thailand is a lot for me. Such a beautiful country. My goal, look at her. She's so beautiful. But my really goal right now is to qualify to the knockout stage. I don't know Cantona personally, but I heard his name. He play really good.
ผมก็คิดว่าผมจะได้อันดับเท่าไหร่ล่ะครับ ผมก็คัดทัวร์นาเมนต์นี้ World Final ขับอีเวนต์ผมก็คัดมาถึง3 ปีครับผม3 ปี ปีนี้ก็เป็นปีครั้งแรกของผมแต่ผมก็ไม่ได้มองแค่ว่าผมจะเข้าร่วมผมก็มองไปถึงแชมป์ครับผมเอาจริงๆนะครับชื่อของคนนี้เนเธอร์ล็อกอะไรเนี่ยผมไม่ค่อยได้ยินนะครับไม่ค่อยได้ยินเหมือนคือไม่รู้จักเลยครับผมแต่กว่าเขาจะมาถึงรอบนี้ได้เขาก็ไม่ใช่ไก่กาอะไรอยู่แล้วเขาก็ต้องเก่งในระดับหนึ่งครับผม
I train every day around 4 hours to 5 because I have a dream and I want to achieve it. Being here in Bangkok, Thailand is a great opportunity and a great experience to see this beautiful country and also playing the biggest stage in this game. My goal in this World Finals is to win it. I'm not here just to have fun, I'm here to win the trophy. Radin is, I didn't hear this name before, but being here in this stage, he may be a good opponent for me and a new experience to face gamers from the South Asia.
My name is Ararki Radin. I'm from Indonesia. I have trained for World Finals for around 3 months since I qualified. Yeah, I train every day with my friends, my teammates. My goal in the World Finals, of course, become the champion of the tournament and become the world champion. My opinion about Maverick, I know that Maverick is a very, very good player, that he is winning a Dortmund Club event and he's qualified here.
Well, again, that is the trophy that every player here will hope to lift. Great to hear from our 4 players from our 2 featured matches here, Barry. Anything you can pick out from there? Of course, Maverick, the only one to have won a club event this season.
Yeah, I think that's big. It does put a target on your back, but also something that we mentioned earlier as well. When you do go through the club events, you are obviously playing and representing that club. Now, there's a lot of rewards with that as well, but you are playing with that club for the duration of the World Finals. When you go through the eFootball Open or the regionals, it's harder to say which is the more difficult path. True, because they're both talented, pools that you're going through. But he's had his pick of which team he wants to use. That's something. But I rate Maverick quite highly. I do think he's very good. He really impressed me at the Borussia Dortmund club event, Harry, as well. So it'd be interesting to see how he goes today.
Yeah, I think someone else who rated him quite highly was Patrick Owamyela.
Yeah,
he
did.
He was hosting the Dortmund club event, of course, a Dortmund legend.
Yeah.
I think that Maverick, he definitely has a target on his back, a big bright yellow one there on the stage. I mentioned previously in passing, if you see players on the stage with a real world football jersey, it means they won that club's club event this season. We are underway. It is Maverick of Morocco versus the red-hot form of Radin of Indonesia. Here's your group table. And well, it's as tight as you like. This one, a clash at the top. And look at this from Maverick, trying to threaten here early on. It'll be a corner, I think.
So this is for top spot, if I'm not mistaken.
Borussia versus Barcelona agora.
I think you'd be right about that.
Yeah, it looks like he's a point behind him. If Maverick wins this, I mean, he would leap over there. Nasserox as well on his points. He must have won. Maybe he won his game against Maverick then. Yeah, we'll have to get a look at that again. We'll have a look at that screen again, hopefully. But for now, we're focused on this. We'll see Maverick here in full blue here, even though he's taking the corner. He doesn't want to be got caught in the counter attack. This is what I was talking about with tactics as this goes on. Now it's all to play for. You're going to see these tactics, full blue, 5 players behind his own defense and the foul. This is what we're going to start to see now, I think, as it gets tighter, Harry.
Just looking at the player cam, the reaction of Maverick is honestly mirrored by myself. I could not believe that was a foul, let alone a yellow card.
It was a soft one, yeah. It's stopping the counter.
Either way, it's going to be Radin on the front foot here. That's Mecha into the book early on here in the first half. I think the feet of Marcel Sabitzer will be a target man, no doubt, for Maverick. And he's had a fair few months. I believe the club event was back in March, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So he's had a chance to get to know this Dortmund team, really figure out how it works. Here's Adeyemi.
Well, he's the man. Him and Guirassy are the 2 men to watch, I think.
Guirassy! All right on cue!
Here we go!
The man to watch has put Maverick into the lead here, 15 minutes in.
Guirassy is the man. You were mentioning the club events, the club finals, way back when Maverick reigned supreme. And the reason he won that, in my opinion, was Guirassy and Adeyemi as that dream team duo. And again, Adeyemi, the ball comes back in here. It's a lovely cushion header, but what a finish as well on the volley. It all starts with Adeyemi there out in the wide. inside
Ô, Vando,
area,
tem uma
the
configuração
cutback,
daí ali,
the cross in, the
microfone.
cushioned header. Sabitzer, the
Hum.
man you mentioned,
Tu
Harry.
vai lá e tu
Brilliant,
consegue aumentar,
brilliant
mano.
insight
Vai lá
there.
no mic lá.
Setting that goal up there.
Aí
That's a
onde que eu
huge
vou
goal for
aqui?
Maverick
Ah,
against the free flow. And Radin
Aí
here
tu vai ali no
gets the first goal.
propriedades
Gurasi, the man
avançadas,
to
se não me
watch it.
engano.
Full blue again. Does not look at that
Não,
back five there with
propriedades
Dortmund.
avançadas de áudio.
Great start though, Harry. Great start for Maverick.
propriedades avançadas.
There
De
he
áudio
is, a man
avançadas.
full
Ah,
of
isso aqui.
confidence
Aí
here
lá tem mic.
in
Ativa
Thailand, drinking
100%,
it
né?
all in, around 22 years of age.
Ativa. Volume
Qualified for a club final
0,0
back
dB.
in
É isso?
2025.
Sei,
It was
meu aqui é
unsuccessful that
100%.
time around, and there's your
Manda uma
confirmation
foto
of
de
how it
como que
looks
tá o
so
seu, por
far
favor.
as it stands. Obviously, pending
print,
results
sei lá.
elsewhere. Maverick would be at the top of the table. Here comes Radin though. He scored, what was it, 8 goals by the end of the
Yeah, I mean,
last
I'm
game?
just looking at his goals for there. It's huge because of that
mais de
result
cima,
that he
fica
got in the
tudo
last
bem,
day,
né?
but it's not
Fechou.
going his way so far this way. I mean, Maverick is an elite competitor, and just because he's playing full blue, people will be looking at this and playing full
100%.
blue, and they'll be thinking this guy is going to be defensive. No, sometimes it's just to hold your defensive line.
Volume, porcentagem. É, não, é botar
Get caught in the counter.
100%
That's what he
também.
wants to
Mas aí que
eradicate
tá,
here
tu
playing
pode
with
colocar
Borussia Dortmund,
110 ali, por exemplo.
because all his attacking options
Ah,
are
vou colocar
brilliant
tipo
up front.
Find to the feet
150%.
of De Jong though.
Não,
Olmo with a
tem
double
que às vezes ele estoura.
What a
That's
goal!
brilliant. That is brilliant.
Vou colocar
No
120.
hesitation from Radin. Double
Dani Olmo.
touch, pulling the trigger.
Rapaziada,
And
já tô
there is your
chegando aí.
equalizer right on time.
Danny Olmo saying the time is now just right on cue.
Pera
We're
aí.
talking about that defensive block at the back. It was going to take something special to unlock Maverick's defense there, because he was so defensive, so deep. Double touch into the pass, into the on-run. De Jong, lovely double touch, Harry. Keeper could have done slightly better there, but
I
it
think so.
kind of caught us off guard as well, because look how quick he
Vamos ver
gets the ball
agora.
out of
Vou
his
fazer o
feet here.
teste agora.
First time double touch
Coloquei
into the shot.
140%.
Beautiful.
Vamos ver.
Absolutely deadly. We didn't get the best view of it there. But you called it exquisitely. Danny Olmo with his great feet, scoring the equalizer, and despite the full blue, despite trying to prevent the counter, Radin is inevitable,
Ainda
and
tá meio
luckily,
zoado, mano.
didn't give the ball
Daqui
away
a pouco
following
tem
the kickoff
brasileiro aí,
there.
hein, gurizada. Vamos dar uma olhada aí nesses caras aí. Vamos torcer por
Latest
eles.
goal
Pô, eu vou
scored
estar
by the
torcendo
Indonesian.
aqui,
Now, what
certo?
can Maverick of Morocco conjure in
João
response,
Vitor
if there
hoje
is
aí,
one,
ele vai ser foda.
to come before half-time in about 5 minutes? Instead, it's Radin coming forward. Now it'll break for Sabitzer. Adeyemi.
Mano, vou fazer uns testes muito loucos aqui. Fiquei
Maverick outside
200% lá.
qualification places. It's only the top 2 in this group that will advance.
Oh, it's a beautiful ball.
And there's
Vai dar
Olmo.
bom.
He stretches and he
Olha lá, os
makes
caras virou o
it.
jogo aqui, Vando.
Eu tô vendo.
He stretched for what seemed
Aí você
like
viu as cartinhas, como que tá?
Danny Olmo is the main man right here. He is a great
As
card. That
cartinhas
player
dos
of the
caras,
red
como
card
que tá?
specifically has got a lot of skills.
Não, ele apareceu
What
essa
a run,
habilidade
what a
dele.
finish.
Não,
I
tipo,
mean,
você
not
vê
that
que
he
não é
pulled
umas
a
cartas
hamstring
tipo
just
normal,
watching
com
him.
ímpeto,
He
tá
went
ligado?
for that ball there, but that is an insane goal.
entendi.
Danny Olmo saying, listen, I'm the man today. Let me take over for you.
Acho que agora vai.
Lovely cross, lovely ball in though. The first ball in. I think it's Ferran Torres squares it to
Acho que agora melhorou um
Lewandowski, and then
pouco.
it's just a simple
Só um
tap in.
minutinho aí.
I think it's Ferran Torres there, was it,
volta aí.
Harry? Lewandowski.
Aí, rapaziada, que estão me ouvindo aí na live. Tem 3 me assistindo.
Here in Bangkok, but it is first half goals from Danny Olmo. The comeback in the first half complete by the Indonesian. 2 shots, all it took to overturn the initial goal-scoring form from Maverick. And a reminder, this is a must-win here for Maverick.
Yeah, this is it. Maverick has to win this. He has to win it. Radin, man, is really impressing me here. The first game we saw it was cagey. We saw him at the tail end of that last game where he's putting up a huge score. That is one of the best halves I've seen from him so far, obviously, the whole year. All his, every match that he's played with his qualifiers, everything. Crazy, crazy skill. Bit of luck at the goal with Danny Olmo, but he just looks lethal on the counter-attack, doesn't he?
Yeah, we
see
can
the game plan here.
Yeah.
He's got that showtime. Araujo at the back instead of up front, but Lewandowski, Danny Olmo, De Jong, What a spine to the team as well there. Obviously, the players are allowed one Showtime player, so that's why you have Araujo for Barcelona. Maverick has chosen Gurasi as his Showtime, playing with a 4-3-1-2. I mean, Harry, for you there, I mean, the 4-3-1-2 is nice, but I think Maverick was a little bit too defensive at the start. He's going to have to go for goals now, so you do need a little bit of width, I think, to change it, but Radin can just be set up perfectly here with that little block. He's practically playing a 4-3, I think, with his centre backs, or sorry, his centre midfielders. He's got 3 defensive kind of minded players to intercept the ball. No, he doesn't need to intercept it clean. Just needs to get something to stop the counter attack. And Danny Olmo is just absolutely on fire. He's been the player of the game so far.
He has on a hat trick already in that
Boa, tô aqui.
role, just behind the big men up front. I mean,
Tô aqui, sempre.
but I do wonder as well, what will be the adjustments for
De novo, seu chatzinho.
And I'll tell you what, qualifying through the Dortmund club event, I hate to say it, but traditionally on mobile here at the World Finals, club event champions have not had the best of successes. The closest I can think was back in 2024 when Games, qualifying through the Inter-Club finals, made it all the way to the final, but fell to rain out at the last hurdle. So you'd hate to see history.
3 horas da manhã, mano.
For Maverick, he's got a half of eFootball. So you can take a quick glimpse over the results so far here in
3 horas da manhã. Só porque a gente tá 3 horas da manhã comentando.
That's what I was thinking. That's where he picked up those 3 points. But then Maverick beat Cantona. So that's where he picked up his 3 points. It's a big spread of results here.
Lewandowski into the feet of De Jong here. This is a good start to the second half for Radin.
Maverick has to score, I think, before the 70th minute, because Radin is, I don't think he's going to make that many mistakes. He's gone attacking now. He's gone from full blue in the first half, Harry, to now 1 red, which is 1 attacking, shoving his players up. He's chasing that goal, or else he's staring the exit here.
Ooh, Sabitzer just gets there, but he feeds it
Ninguém
straight to De Jong.
contigo.
And there's some
Oh, what a
mistakes here.
pass!
What a pass into Torres! It's
Aí, ó.
3!
Aí, ó.
3-1 to Radin.
Essa comemoração é muito feia, mano.
Player of the season, Ferran Torres.
Não faz sentido nenhum, mano. Quem comemora assim? Quem já comemorou assim na vida real? Konami tinha colocado umas comemorações mais daorinha, né?
But it's the pass, it's the stagger pass is absolutely beautiful, Harry. He just
Você
cuts
tá
back.
louco,
Watch.
tipo...
We'll see here for you guys
Ninguém
watching at
nunca
home.
comemorou
Look at
assim,
this.
mano.
Pass here? No.
De
Wait
quem
for
que é
the
essa
slide tackle
comemoração?
and then through
Ninguém
the
tem
gap.
marca
That
registrada
is
dessa
as high
comemoração.
level as you're going to see. It looks simple. When you see it there at this stage with the pressure that's on you, that is a phenomenal piece of skill and a bit of IQ from Radin. Really impressed me now in this match.
Now needs to invite Maverick out of his shell.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I was saying. I mean, it's easy to say it now in hindsight and look like you're, you know, predicting it, but I know from playing the game quite a lot myself with this type of formation. It's very difficult when you go behind on long ball counter. For those guys watching, for you guys watching at home, and the viewers that are interested in this, you'll see in the top right there, long ball
Não, parece que não evolui nunca.
When you're long ball counter, you're very deep. When you switch to quick counter, you leave yourself open at the back. So it's very difficult. And again,
E nada de atualizar, de melhorar. Sei lá, esse jogo é estranho.
So clinical. It's hard to see Radin be caught here, Harry. He's just looks so composed when he has the ball as well. And that centre midfield partnership of De Jong and then Danny Olmo has just been amazing today. So,
well, interestingly, just looking back over my notes for the Dortmund club event, when we got a chance to speak to Maverick beforehand, his game plan was counter-attacking. It was hold the ball, wait for the right moment, make them react. And sadly, that's a luxury now that he cannot afford. Looks like Job coming in, is that?
Yeah.
Into the midfield?
Yeah, and he in fairness to Maverick, he did try that. If you were to go back and look at the game, he started with the blue, you know, he was defensive. And the reason for that was a lot of the guys that play defensive, they draw on the opposition on you. And because they're so good, they literally only need 1 or 2 quick passes. And that's how Maverick was actually really doing well in this game. And that's how he got his goal, really, as well. But Radin has looked very, very, very smooth.
Very.
Between defense and attack. You did say at the start, before a match had even been kicked off or a ball had even been tipped off. that this was going to be a case of who can control the play. And
O
we've seen
Leva no
Radin now and
Barça.
what we've seen of him. Very composed, very sharp. I personally hate playing
Nem
against
no
this
Campeonato
defensive
Mundial da
midfielder,
própria
two
Konami
centre
tá
midfielders.
atualizado.
There's just so much.
It's congested.
It's so congested, exactly. And that is a huge area of the pitch. And then if you're Borussia Dortmund, you need to get the ball up to Adeyemi and Guirassy. And
O
unfortunately,
Leva já
Maverick
até
just
jogou
has not
contra o
been allowed
Messi
to do
na
that today.
MLS.
Well, Radinka Wiratama, also known as RQ Radin, is in the driver's seat.
Barrinha, ó a barrinha, Leco.
This game. It is a big half an hour give
Olha lá, já meteu barrinha full
for Maverick to try
rosa.
and save his World Finals
Tá vendo ali embaixo?
life.
Eu não tô
Can't
só um
afford to
pouquinho
give the
pra
ball
sair
away.
pouquinho da... Eu tô no OBS aqui configurando o
The
negócio.
young now, Radin is
De
just
boa.
committed to scoring more and more goals here. Lewandowski has runners.
Cansado já de
Oh, it's
tanto
Torres
gol.
with a snap strike.
Kind of sliding down for that. Yeah, I mean, what's interesting to
Não
me
assistiu
about
2
Radin
minutos
is
de live.
Não
he's not
consegui ainda.
shutting up shop just yet. Usually players wait till like the 75th minute around that to kind of go
Agora
blue.
sim, pá.
Depending on their play style, depending on how they like to play, obviously. But most
Agora
guys
nós
would
estamos
usually go a
bonitos
little bit
na
more defensive. Maybe he'll do it now on the corner.
Boa.
Not to be caught in the counter. But I do feel like Maverick is going to have to throw everything here at him. But he's still playing with that 5 at the back with the quick counter. Obviously, he's going to go full red. When you go, even though he's playing the
Colocou
5 at the
Yamal
back,
agora.
one of his centre backs is actually going to go up as a striker.
Yamal, Rafinha,
Kind of like
Pedro.
old school style. Bring the
E
keeper
Rashford.
up next. Keeper will start
O cara
coming up
mudou
when
os
you're on
5 da
full
frente.
red, full attacking. So that's why he's not actually playing. It's a fake 5 at the back really for Maverick because his centre back's going to join the attack. But yeah, I mean it's really just throwing
Quanto que
everything
tá
here
ganhando
now.
um cara
Too much
desse aí pra
victory
jogar,
leaving
será?
limits. Joe Bellingham brought on with the fresh legs.
Essa é uma boa
Guirassy
pergunta.
brought off as well. He did score that goal, but he's kept
O
largely
J,
quiet.
o JV falou que não ganha muito não pra
Yeah,
jogar.
it's- Sometimes
Na verdade não
just
foi essa,
Não deve
não foi isso que ele falou. Ele e o Endel Lira trocando ideia, o Endel Lira falou assim, o pai vinha na verdade, não foi o Endel Lira não. Falou, dá pra ganhar dinheiro jogando futebol? O JV falou assim que não. Só que ele tava...
Eu vou falar uma coisa pra Eu acho que ninguém ganha dinheiro no futebol na eu acho que ele não ganha dinheiro nem jogando e nem produzindo conteúdo, tá ligado?
Eu também acho.
Não é um bagulho rentável. Assim, por que que como que os caras ganhariam dinheiro, mano? Que nem nós
A very heavy touch. That will just invite Maverick to win the ball back. Now 20 minutes remain.
Mas
For the Moroccan who has shown
de
such
lojas, tá
promise
ligado,
this
mano?
season throughout club
Tipo,
events, but
o
here at the
cara
World
vende
Finals
cadeira
is
gamer
facing
lá, o cara vem
elimination, needs
patrocina
a
o canal,
goal
tá
very
ligado?
soon.
Pô, tem uma quantidade grande de
Gives
visualização,
the ball away.
os caras começam a te enxergar como uma propaganda, entendeu?
Sim.
Agora, o
15
YouTube mesmo
minutes
pagar por
remain.
vídeo, mano, eu andei dando umas consultadas, ver como é que funciona.
Now for Radin.
Ele paga muito pouco, tá ligado?
It is
mano?
all about keep
Tipo,
ball.
tu
He is,
tem
of
que
course,
ter
Indonesia's
todo dia fazer um
representative for the
vídeo de
2026 Asian Games,
30
and
mil
this is why it's
visualizações
so
pra tu conseguir receber alguma
important
coisa no final
that
do
he
mês, tá
hangs
ligado?
on.
Sim.
Look at
E a
this
realidade de
group.
fazer todo dia um
Group A,
vídeo de
so
30
much
mil
on the line here is
visualização,
Lamine
loucura,
Yamal with a
mano.
nice touch.
Eita, golaço.
Magic.
That is magic.
Lamine. Pois é, eles estão só
Game,
com
set, and match,
cartas,
Harry. I mean, that's what Maverick had to
Básicas,
do. He had to
sei
go for
lá.
it. Listen,
Aham.
you know, it doesn't
Eu
matter
não
if you're
cheguei
going
a
to
ver
lose the game. You might as well lose by a couple of extra goals and go for it. Then ask the question, what if? But I mean, that is the danger, and that
Porque
is
não
what we mentioned.
autêntico.
You know, Radin with Barcelona, he's picked Barcelona. He seemed to be a match made in heaven for him because his attacking options, his passing in close quarters is unbelievable. And what about
Ô,
that
mano,
for a
vamos tentar
goal?
botar tua
We've
tela aqui.
seen the double touch.
Vamos, é.
That's a ball roll, right? That is an advanced
Como
double
é que a gente
touch.
faz isso pelo
Or a
Discord,
ball roll,
talvez?
there's different names on it,
Então,
but
só
essentially
que
it's a
eu
different
uso
animation than the
webcam.
double touch.
Trivela finish.
Pera aí.
Beautiful Trivela finish as well outside the foot. Yeah, it's as you said, Harry. It's that little bit of magic, and that's how I would describe Radin today. He has been that little bit of magic
Deixa eu
in
ver
his
aqui.
gameplay.
Well, if he was not on your radar yet, keep an eye out for RRQ Radin.
Nossa, dá até desânimo de
An
assistir.
incredible performance here in the group stages. It's always tough to take the
É isso
stage
que eu
and
te
be up
falo.
there
Se o João
first.
tivesse com nós aqui, ele podia estar narrando essa porra aí,
5
mano.
minutes
Sim.
remain, and at this point
Claro,
it is
cara,
a victory lap
trabalha
for him.
amanhã,
He's still
entendeu?
coming forward.
Oh,
Rafinha! Oh, it's
beautiful.
5-1.
Well, he must be
Olha
going
só,
for
ia dar
top
um
scorer of the
ânimo, ia
tournament
foder
because
pra
as I
partida,
count
mano.
it,
E é mesmo.
that must be his 14th goal.
Claro que sim.
if I'm not mistaken, in my maths. I'm not the strongest on the maths now, Harry. I'll be honest with you. My old school maths teacher would agree, but
I'm sure he's watching.
Maybe. I hope not.
Pera aí, porque minha webcam
They all are. They all are.
não reconhece no OBS.
It's kind of petered out here a little bit just because of the scoreline, but Radin, I mean, he scored what? He scored 8?
Acho que podia ajudar aos universitários.
And 1?
Ô, merda.
Some
scoring.
Some form.
That's the danger with going to the full red. I mean, he had to do it, let's be honest. I mean, you're going to lose 2-1 or 3-1. You might as well lose 4-1, 5-1 and go for it. But yeah, it's a difficult one to swallow. He mightn't be finished yet.
Yeah, looks like he's trying to hack him down. A second throw finish. Oh, it's off the frame and gratefully into the hands of the goalkeeper. A correction, Barry. It's actually goal 15.
Wow.
Of the group stages from Radin.
My math wasn't great.
Averaging 5 goals a game. That is very special indeed. And it might not be done. Rafinha looking to give Rashford something to chase, but I think this is the end of the road for Maverick. The final score, Radin 5, Maverick 1. That is as special as a performance as you can imagine here in the group stages. Radin on to, no doubt, the knockout stages.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I mean, that's a huge victory. And we did see, I mean, again, how much does nerves come into it in the opening match? Because we saw what I think, and I don't want to call it, but we just saw the group pop up a second. I think it's Cantona and Radin that are both true, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get confirmation of that for you guys in a second, but that's the performance of the day, I think, right there.
Unbelievably so, yeah.
I know we saw the goals galore, but I think Didu was very impressive as well against Yogatuso. But that, for me, there now, there's a huge target on his back now in the mobile setup here for this group stage and for beyond, because I mean, he's just scoring so many goals.
I mean, when we cut to his game against Nesta X, I was so surprised to see that score, just as you. And then
we were nearly like,
is
this right?
And then he treated us to another couple of goals, and we're thinking, okay, this guy is the real deal. But then he comes up against Maverick, a player who plays traditionally 5 at the back, counter-attacking football, and absolutely no fear, even though he conceded first. Don't forget, it was Maverick first in that game.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Again, what do you do when you're coming up against somebody that just loves scoring goals? The only thing you can really do, in my opinion, is fight fire with fire. And I think that's probably what Cantona tried to do in the first game as well. We will get confirmation, Harry. I'll let you run through that.
Well, here is the final group table here in Group A. Radin, top of the tree, 15 goals scored, 7 points. And the player joining him is Cantona Rue of Thailand. So Thailand will be represented in the knockout stages. Your full list of results are here for your enjoyment. And a big, big match number 5 from the man from Thailand. We'll see him advance ahead of Nesta and ahead as well of Maverick. So 2 Moroccans in the group, and they are both eliminated now.
Tough group though, very, very strong group to start us off with Group A. All will be decided now with these 2 guys. I mean, obviously with the seeding, you know, Radin getting through as the top spot, it looks like they're just scoring so many goals. I mean, Cantona, I think as well, he's already played a top guy now, and that's going to be advancing in Radin. They might meet further along as well. That would be fireworks. But I think Radin has definitely been the star performer in the mobile Group A.
Well, not just Group A, of course. We can take a look in a little while of what's happened over in Group B. But yeah, just an overall summary of this group. We had high hopes for Maverick after what we've seen of him this season. Nesta, of course, a bit of an unknown quantity, but I think both of them were just bested by the Indonesian. Radin was just almost insurmountable here in the group
12 goal
stages.
difference is absolutely crazy.
That is crazy. The
15
question now,
goals.
Barry, it's all well and good getting it done in the groups.
Yeah, that's
now
true.
You have a long day to kind of mull over your feelings, process what just happened. Tomorrow is the knockout stages. Can you continue that form if you're Radin going into tomorrow?
Yeah, see, I think as well as like Cantona, we've seen him obviously in the opening game. But I mean, if you're looking at how he's qualified there and you're saying, okay, 4 points, 3 goals, goal difference 0, you know, he lost 1, he drew 1, he won 1. That's kind of nearly what you'd prefer going in with, rather than, you know, Radin going in all all eyes are going to be on him now, and they're going to, the lads are going to go home tonight. They'll watch the stream back. They'll watch his gameplay. They'll see
Grupo
what
A.
he's doing.
Grupo
They'll
A
see
terminou
he
de
loves
jogar
getting
já.
touch, he loves doing this. He loves cutting back in. These are his star men, and they'll download all that information. But yeah, Group B.
Well, it's almost a topsy-turvy effect of things happening over here in Group B. Dido undefeated, 4 goals across 3 games and 9 points from 9. That is very impressive. And Jilali,
that's crazy,
through as well. That is incredible. 2 Moroccans
Two
through.
Moroccans from that group.
We've seen 2 eliminated from Group A, but 2 advanced from Group B. And if I'm not mistaken, we are going to see a incredible player in Jilali, an AC Milan club event
he's a club event champion. Yeah, so that's interesting.
What is interesting here as well, WPSAP's recent Malaysian Cup champion eliminated. Let's go to our MCs now.
Welcome back, everyone, to the main stage. And now we have top 4 players who will advance to tomorrow knockout stage. Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations
You're the
once
best.
again. Yeah.
Yes. And now let's hear from them. So now you've all secured your spots in the next round. So how confident are you about winning the tournament?
We hear a little bit from them.
الشعور ديالي هو شعور اللي هو عادي ومازال خصني نركز لان الهدف ديالي باين اللي هو توب 1 وندي هاد الورد كاب من هنايا وان شاء الله يكون خير. هانتوما كتشوفوا توب 1 ومازال اللي جاي محسن.
So he said that he gonna do his best and looking for the top one. Even he will meet the hardest opponent or enemy.
Oh, good one. Good answer. And how about you?
أول حاجة الحمد لله حققنا التأهل. فينا ماتش والحمد لله تأهلنا ودابا نشوف الأدوار الإقصائية اللي كتكون ماتش واحد وأدوار الحاسمة كيكون شعور مختلف ونعملوا اللي علينا ويبغى الله هي اللي كاين.
Okay, yes. So he said the same as they said, but he just want to be like stronger more. But he don't like feel anything that gonna mess him or something like that. So he gonna do his best. Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Good luck for you too. How about that side?
Okay, let me ask on this side. All right. How much your confidence over tomorrow knockout stage? And what you want to say to the
Ah,
fans,
mano,
your fan
não
that
tô
watching right
conseguindo
now?
o
Okay.
logo da câmera não. Se é porque eu uso, sei lá. Não
I'm very
consegui.
confident for tomorrow's game after today's results, but I must review the mistake I made and try to fix it. And to the fans for coming, I will say thank you for coming
coisa que a gente tem que fazer antes, tá ligado?
on this
É.
day. Yeah.
Isso aqui, a gente tem que tirar uma noite assim que a gente esteja de bobeira pra fazer esse tipo de acerto, cara.
Expectation for
Deixar tudo
tomorrow?
prontinho
You want to
já.
focus something and
Que
you
nem
want
tu viu ali,
to
tu
share
você
something
chegou a
to
ver
your
algumas
fan
câmeras
that
ali, algumas
watching?
coisas, os caras se planejaram pra esse
Pra esse evento.
คนไทยคนไทย
ก็
แปลหน่อยครับ
ใช่ค่ะ มีอะไรที่อยากจะบอกไปถึงแฟนๆที่เขารับชมเราและเชียร์เราอยู่ไหมคะ แล้วพรุ่งนี้เราคิดว่าเราทำได้ดีแค่ไหนเราโฟกัสอะไรพิเศษ
ก็ผมก็ขอบคุณทุกคนนะครับที่ให้กำลังใจผมมาตลอดนะ วันนี้ก็ฟอร์มไม่ค่อยดีเท่าไหร่แต่ก็เอาตัวรอดเข้าไปในรอบต่อไปได้นะครับพรุ่งนี้ก็จะทำให้เต็มที่ที่สุดครับผมขอบคุณครับ
Thank you น่ารักมาก so he said that it might not be good form today
Só
but
os
he will do
nóia
his
de
best
futebol,
for
mano, de
tomorrow.
celular, cê
But,
tá louco.
you know, he will achieve it. You know, being humble.
Okay.
This is high
Okay.
style.
Once
ขอบคุณค่ะ
again, please make some noise to our top 4 players from Group A and Group B. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Wow. Every match was an intense battle with Bella.
It's getting more intense. even we feel very challenged with them.
Okay.
Troféuzão bonitinho, hein,
Alright.
Leco?
And now we
Esse
take a look
transparente, né?
at the
É,
current
mano.
results that's standing after the third round of the matches.
Let's see it.
Esse troféu da eFootball é o mais a fuder que tem.
Sim.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna
Tem
take a short break for a minute, and we're gonna
desenho dele
back
que,
on
tipo, é
the
uma
stage
base que se
very,
transforma
very
em
soon
três lá
Em três,
with
né?
Group
É.
C and Group D. So
Tem o
please
azul,
stay
que eu acho
tuned, don't
massa,
go
porque ela
anywhere.
tem
Que é o
ali,
azul
ó,
com
terceiro,
verdinho, né?
Tenho dúvida. O dourado aquele é fuder também. Mas esse mesmo troféu, só que todo douradão assim,
Uhum.
com a parte de cima ali azul.
Olha lá o grupo.
Tá?
Olha lá o grupo D. Rafa Braga.
Dá uma olhada.
Ah, não é possível que você meteu essa. Ah, meteu essa mesmo. Que cara.
Ladrão de thumb, pai. O cara lá, tirei o cara da foto.
O cara, mó trampo pra criar o bagulho. O moleque em 2 minutos falsificou.
Eu ouvi essa fita hoje.
É nada.
Tô rolando os bagulho ali, aí o cara é referência, eu não me lembro o nome dele agora, o cara é referência. Ele falou, galera, vou deixar um segredo aqui pra vocês, tá? Não existe dono de thumb.
Essa é boa.
Thumb não tem nome. Então tá. Eu acho que tava na data ali,
Dá, óbvio que dá.
chamar a atenção, vai, né?
Vai demais. Deu 36 views minha live até agora.
Ó, meu, várias pessoas entrando, tem que dar um jeito de ter a retenção delas, né, mano?
Sim.
Estão entrando e estão saindo, porque é normal o conteúdo, né, mano? Nem todos mundo se agrada, ouvir o cara falando inglês ali é foda, por isso que eu te falo que se tem um cara que faz a mão, tipo o João ali, dá uma
Uhum.
animada, entendeu?
Sim.
De todo mundo, velho. Tem jeito. Então é por isso que eu falo, meu, uma mão lava a outra, tá ligado? Os caras vêm umas ideias muito loucas aí, mas cara, o cara dá pra fazer, daria pra fazer um negócio bacana, assim, tipo uma transmissão.
Fudida. Não, o cara tá fazendo, eu vou te mandar um print aí. Deixa eu pegar aqui. Aqui, ó. Olha isso, Leco, que foda. O cara tá em live, tá?
Só um pouquinho, mano. Aí então, é o que eu te falo, pai. É o que eu te falo.
Foda, né?
Nível, entendeu? Não, é outro nível, mano. É o cara que se organizou. Garanto que tá cheio de gente lá, não tá?
Tá.
Pô, o cara vai entrar lá, vai ver o negócio todo organizadinho assim, mano. Olha
Ah,
aqui,
ele tem
cara...
1 milhão? 1 milhão de inscritos.
Ah, não, tá. patamar. Mas é por que ele tem 1 milhão de inscritos, velho? Olha que coisa básica que ele faz. Ele tá na casa dele, normalzinho, mano. E ele conseguiu 3, 4 cabeças ali, que são de fé, que estão com ele.
Sim.
Estão fazendo a caminhada deles também. E os quatro estão crescendo, mano. É o que eu falo. Se eu, o João da vida, o Vitor ali lá se empenhasse um pouco, mano. O Vitor eu já desisti dele, tá ligado?
Uhum.
Mano, se cada um vir um pouquinho, mano, todo mundo cresce, cara. Eu sozinho vou demorar muito mais tempo. Tu sozinho vai demorar muito mais tempo. Então, assim, se o cara jogar um contra o outro, porra, a gente vai demorar muito mais tempo. Aí pega esses caras aí, ó. Cara, é assim que a banda toca, mano. O Casé TV lá não seria nada sem o Luizinho dele.
Exatamente.
O Casé TV, os caras fazem uma reunião foda ali. O Luizinho tá cheio de seguidor individual dele.
Uhum.
Agora ele trabalha na Casé TV. E assim é que a banda toca, mano. Um ajuda o outro, o negócio fica completo. Se a galera quer chegar na live aí e ver a galera interagindo, mano. Quando tu vê 4 pessoas ali, que são 4 amigos conversando, trocando ideia, ele mesmo já entra no papo, já o chat já responde ele, já, e o negócio vira uma interação que vira uma turma, daqui a pouco é os 4 ali falando na tela e mais 10 no chat que se sentem parte da família, parece que tá na casa do cara.
Sim.
Eu vou lá falar na live dos meus amigos, tá ligado? Não é assim, vou lá na live daquele cara. Não, vou lá na live dos meus amigos, porque quando a gente vê o nome dele ali no chat, a gente vai dar regunha nele, ó, esse cara aí tá sempre com nós aí, o cara é FD, chama ele aí, já manda até no WhatsApp, cara, mano, entra aí, daqui a pouco vai até pros códigos. E assim vai, mano, daí a comunidade vai se levantando. É isso aí que vai fazer o cara ser diferente. Mas é um trabalhinho, né, mano? O cara tem que querer, não adianta.
Na verdade, a galera no começo já desiste, tá ligado?
Dá pra ver. Não é assim que funciona. Pô, mano, ficou bom isso aqui, hein? Chamativo ficou.
Ficou demais.
Não, olha.
É sua, tô vendo?
Não, mandei agora de novo.
Ficou mesmo?
Porra, estouramos, hein?
Parece que você tá com os caras lá.
Estouramos. Aí vai ver a minha gameplay ali, mas que isso? Rouba a thumb dos outros, se coloca num lugar onde nunca teve.
Quem é esse cara? Eu nunca nem joguei com ele.
Leco Pro. Tem o Leco Pro e tem o Leco Pó, né, velho? Só o Pó, né?
Tá, e vai ficar nesse lenga-lenga, essa live agora?
Quantas pessoas estão contigo aí? Tem alguém?
2, tá mostrando aqui.
E não é mais eu.
Então, 40 views tá marcando aqui.
E vai crescendo, que não tá tendo, mano. Olha só, isso daí é uma coisa séria, tá? Ele tá entrando e tá saindo pessoa muito rápido, tá ligado?
Sim.
O YouTube para de mandar, para de caminhar, mas o YouTube te mandou, mano. Ele te mandou pra cima ali, ele mandou pra essas pessoas, tá ligado? Só que como o conteúdo aí, os caras estão falando inglês aí, tá meio frau.
Agora tá,
vai ver, mano.
Tá só tocando uma música de fundo agora.
A hora que entrar os brasileiros aí, eles pegam, mano. Aí não vai ficar porque...
Ah, só... Será que acabou, Leco, isso aqui agora? A tabelinha que eu tava. É porque não tem mais ninguém, mano.
Nem os apresentadores estão mais aí.
Os caras... Ah, o primeiro jogo o cara meteu 8 no moleque. Ah.
Porra, nem a Copa Bruxaria.
Que loucura, meu. vergonha, só tá uma música de fundo na live. Eu vou ir pra divisão.
Vai lá, mano.
Você vai pegar os viciados agora, essa hora da madrugada. Você tá louco.
Vai. Agora tu vai tomar e pega de tudo que é lado.
Welcome back, everyone, to the eFootball Championship 2026 World Finals.
Yeah, and now it's time, even getting more intense because we proceed to Group C and Group D, right?
Yes, and time to welcome our amazing players. So, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise to welcome the player from Group C.
Yeah. There you go. Wow.
Welcome. All right. Then strike your post. And now we have Yasmin Shedrawi from Morocco.
And qualify by regional qualifiers.
Next up, make some noise for 47 from Morocco.
And this one from FC International Milano.
And now we have AC Keke. And please welcome Handel from Brazil.
Brasil, olha lá, ó. Brasil.
Barcelona Club
Brasil vai jogar.
Okay, thank you so much. Please stand by at your station.
Wow.
All right, Bella,
I can
keep
feel
going.
I can feel the vibe of Group C, and now I want to see Group D now.
Okay, now it's time to welcome the players from Group D.
Woo!
Welcome to the stage, our amazing players. The first one, we have Younes Falki from Morocco.
And this is the regional qualifiers.
Okay, next up, welcome Mendoza from Brazil.
Regional qualifiers.
Next, we have Jamon from Thailand.
And this is the pride of our country, host country representative.
And last but not least, please welcome TJC Sweet 20 from China.
Yeah, the China representative. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, and please stand by at your stations.
Tela,
Wow.
tela do celular
It's
toda
gonna be
estourada de
intense battle once again
tudo engordurado.
between our amazing players. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for all of them to prove to be the best of the best and take home the prestigious trophy over there.
Mm-hmm. We're so
And now
excited.
it's time to hand over to our commentators. How are you? Kun Golf, Kun Tam, Harry, Barry, are you ready? Let's go.
Well, I'm Yassin Chedlawi. I came from Morocco. I qualified from regional finals, and here I am.
I started training a month after qualifying to World Finals, and everything is okay. The formation is good. So my goal in the World Finals is absolutely win, and I hope I can do it. Wade is my Moroccan friend. We never played before in any competition, and I hope the best will win that match.
اول مره نشارك في الورد فاينل، ونتمنى تكون مشاركه زوينه. بالنسبه للونطريمون ما كنترينيش بزاف، مره في النهار مهم ليا بزاف، ونتمنى نقدم مشاركه مزيانه للبلاد. التمني ديالي في هذا الورد فاينل هو اني ندير اللقب، ولا ما ديتش اللقب توب 4 ديال الورد فاينل. ياسين صاحبي ونفس البلاد، تكون مباراة صعيبة بزاف، نحاولوا نجاريوها بأقل أضرار ونحاولوا نربحوا إن شاء الله.
I think I will train around 3 months, and every day I train around 8 hours a day, because we know the World Finals is every dream players around the world. Every player wants to be here. My goal for this year at Bangkok, I want to become a champion, because last year I got top 4. I know it's not going to be easy for me. Nothing is possible in every game. So yeah, I will try my best to bring a trophy for my country. For me, Rentao, everyone know he's a world champion 2024. He's also my friend. He is the player that I dream I want to face. So I cannot wait.
Olá,
I think
Brasil,
I will try to beat him.
Brasil.
Yeah.
Meu objetivo é conseguir conquistar pela primeira vez o bicampeonato. Nenhum jogador do mobile conseguiu esse feito. E com certeza eu acredito que se eu conseguir...
Do Brasil Mobile não tem ninguém?
Especial. Já sou uma lenda dentro do eFootball, mas eu quero me tornar ainda maior e tenho certeza que eu vou conseguir.
Aquilo que ele
Pra
falou
mim, o
ali.
GG, ele é um dos favoritos da competição. Eu, sinceramente, não gostaria de enfrentar ele
É
na fase
mobile?
de grupos. Acho que ele vai ser muito complicado. Acredito que o estilo
Tudo
de jogo
mobile
é bem
ainda.
diferente dos outros, mas acho que vai ser um jogo
brasileiro?
interessante, ainda mais que vai ser a primeira partida da competição, né?
Como é que tu me perguntou agora se brasileiro no mobile não tem...
Well, how
Não,
good is it
campeão,
to hear
campeão.
from our players here? What a set of competitors taking the stage now. Barry, Group C and D will be playing concurrently. By the end of this block of matches, we will have completed our knockout stage bracket for tomorrow for the mobile category. I believe our first game is a heavy hitter. It's a headline show. It is Gege versus Rentao, two of the favorites on paper.
Yeah, I mean, you see Rentao there, he's smiling, but I mean, behind that smile is a ruthless man, and he's done it all before. He's been here before. He's very, very good. And I mean, his opponent, I mean, Harry, you rate very highly from what you've said as well. But this mobile, it's stacked. This mobile pool of players is stacked. I think these next couple of games are going to be very exciting.
Very exciting indeed. We can take a little look, if we would like to, into Gege. You mentioned that he's someone that I pointed out before. Last year in Shibuya, Tokyo, made it all the way to the semi-final, lost to China's representative Ding. It was 3-0. He definitely didn't put his best foot forward. In the previous block of matches, we saw WPS appease his countrymate from Malaysia. Recently bested him in the Malaysia Cup. He has now been eliminated from the World Final. So the man flying the flag for Malaysia at the moment will be Gege. AC Gege using AC Milan against the club champion of FC Barcelona and 2024 champion of the world, Rentao.
Off the world.
And so far, seems Gege for Malaysia is doing things incredibly well, and it's a dream start for him.
What an introduction that you gave there to Gege. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And just like that, just on cue, they talk about the commentator's curse. That is the commentator's blessing, I think, because that is an unbelievable build-up to what many consider one of the favorites here. What beautiful play, Harry, as well. Beautiful, intricate passing. What a finish.
Well, he's known as the king of the through pass in the Indonesian Football E-League. That was very nice combination play on the edge of the box, and Rentao, his dream of becoming a two-time world champion, is yet to be achieved in the category of mobile. Has taken a big setback in the early stages of the group stages here.
It's a brilliant start from Gege, and again, just a simple kind of, you know, little triangle at the top. We'll see plenty of that, but it's how you defend against it. Rentao now again, looking to get that press with Lewandowski. He's through.
Lovely turn. Rafinha into the box. Now it's 1-1. There is your equalizer.
Vamos lá, Brasil. Vamos.
Calm under pressure. Rentao back on level terms thanks
Rentao.
to Rafinha.
Ainda nem rentão,
it's
é
the press
Rentao.
up top from Lewandowski. Doesn't just score goals. I mean, Rentao with the arms crossed there. He's waiting for the replays. He just looks like a man that wants to restart straight away. It's a lovely, I'd say a very
Eu achei que ia
calm
perder
finish
esse gol.
from Rentao. We know he's been here before. We know what he knows what
Eu
to do. But
achei.
Gege will be a little bit worried about how much space he gave him there, Harry.
Yeah, he will indeed. It is very, very simple in the end for Red Towel, thanks to that space afforded to him. And it will be Gege who will kick us off. Interestingly, a regional qualifier through the Open. Usually we've seen players select Barcelona or Arsenal. It's like AC Gege has
Mostra
actually
tua
chosen
força,
AC
Brasil.
Milan. I mean, it's not a bad pick, but certainly more of the unconventional going against the trend that we've seen so far this weekend, Barry.
Yeah, definitely. I think defensively they're pretty sound, but a lot of it has to do probably with the attacking options. This man here, Rafael Leao, probably had a lot to do with his decision because he's one of the best cards in the game, one of the best players in the game. And that's probably why.
Yeah, we've seen him time and time again at the club event.
Tá, quem tá acordado 4 horas da manhã pra ver
Taking a snap striker, win himself a corner.
que tá fazendo a
For that
live.
one, it'll be a near-sided corner. Rental's grown more into this game.
Como não foi um evento que foi muito falado, mano, dentro do eFootball não tinha um banner, mano, sobre isso.
Good game, though.
Não tinha. Divulgação podre.
So the corner to come. Looks like it'll be the outswinger from Rafinha. Oh, it's towards the front post of Lewandowski. Connects with the frame of the goal in the end, I believe. Ferran, he's not giving up this one following the corner. Pavi. With a nice double touch control.
Não, matou o goleiro.
Peitou.
Matou o goleiro.
Vamos, Rentão.
Bora lá, então. Vamos, vamos.
Sometimes it's whoever gets the rub of the green, but the 2024 champion of the world,
2024.
the benefactor that time around.
Yeah, I think, listen, Rentao made his own look there. He did hit the post. I think if justice was to be served, he does get a very lucky bounce in there. I mean, the centre back, I think it's...
Matou.
I'm not too sure which player that was. I didn't get a proper look. Was it Pavlovic? I'm not too sure who it was.
Could well be.
But I mean, it's just, he's curled it around the keeper perfectly, Harry. But Rentao, you see that emotion come out. Game on, he's thinking after going 1-0 down.
Indeed, comeback.
Então vendo se a gente aprende a
Complete
jogar
here,
aqui,
at least so far in the first half. It's always interesting to see Rentao, what version of him turns up, because I'm sure you can still hear in your dreams or nightmares, depending on who you are, him echoing throughout the studio in Barcelona, back at that
É nada,
Barcelona
daí.
event. That's a nice through ball here to Rafinha, trying to find Ferran! Oh, it's
Top
in!
demais.
Tomou no rabo. Aí o Rentão que fez, pô.
Rentão.
Another goal
Rentão.
for Rentao! 3-1 now.
Então tá botando na chapa
And it
o
is that man,
polonês.
Ferran Torres, yet again. We
Hudson
did
e
say
Lars.
that he'd pop up again, and he has. Rentao hasn't left ye waiting, or left us waiting. Just a classic counter-attack.
Aí o nego
Gege
Rentão,
at the
pai.
moment
Nego
is
Rentão
finding
tá
it very
dentro-
difficult to stop the
debrulhando
runners.
eles.
It's something he's going to have to look at, Harry.
I mean, this is really, really unfortunate. I'm not
Really,
sure if the
really.
defender
Acho que já eu tô indo dormir, viu? Tô com sono da bexiga, moço do
for
céu.
Rentau's second goal.
Yeah, I think he's making changes now. He has to, because the warning sign is there from the first goal that Rentao scored with the runners. They're just not tracking the runners.
Você
He's
tá
going to have
louco?
to switch up
Brasileiro, pai,
something here.
5 horas da manhã a gente já tá perto, pai.
I mean, Harry, what do you do in this situation when you're after being Gege going 1-0
Vai
up, and
trabalhar
now
amanhã,
Rentao is just,
dorme.
you know, he's
Vai
pulled you
dormir
back
amanhã,
in,
meio-dia, vai, almoça,
and he
vai
looks
dormir.
super
Você tá
confident,
louco?
super happy. Look at his move
Meu
there in the
moleque não deixa não,
camera.
pai.
I mean, this is a guy you do not want to give confidence.
No, he definitely has the most infectious
Mundial,
smile,
Mundial,
I think,
Mundial
throughout
mesmo,
all of
pai. Vai,
esports, the
boicota.
most recognizable.
O bicho tá pegando.
And you don't want to give
Daqui a
him
pouco vai
opportunities
acontecer,
to
vai vir os
exhibit
nego
that
do
smile.
console aí, pai.
But I think if you're Gege, you need to remind yourself the time that's left on the clock. Yes, every single time Rentao has come forward, he has scored. But you also have to remember you've gotten quite unlucky in those phases of play. We're still in the first half here. You trail by 2. There is certainly plenty of time for Gege to come back into this one. While we're waiting for the resumption, we can take a little look at what's happening elsewhere. And it's Yassin, 1-0 up against Wadi 7. in the Moroccan derby over here. But look at this, Ferran Torres trying to make it too. He does so. That is Yassine up 2-0 on his country mates.
Wow, that's a big performance so
Tá
far.
colocando o polonês na
Ferran
chapa,
Torres
fi.
popping in, and what he talked about being a top 4 finish.
É, hoje, outro
minimum in his
jogo?
interview.
Melhores momentos.
It's not looking good here.
Mas agora é outro jogo?
It is not. Those lights proving very, very bright there on the stage.
É 3-0 elimina?
Eu já
For
derreti 10 gramas em uma
Yassine, excuse me,
costela
for
dele.
Wadi 7. International Milano.
Ô Leco, mas ali será que acabou o jogo do cara, do brasileiro?
Ô, velho, não
O cara
sei, a gente
quitou?
tá fazendo uma merda de
He is being
transmissão.
bested by Yassine here.
Ninguém
Pô, os
quer.
caras não investem nem pra acompanhar o que tá acontecendo.
Ah, mas baita transmissão bosta da Konami, não dá pra entender nada.
First time seeing him.
Pô, botaram esse arrombado aí pra narrar, velho.
A narração do cara não tem emoção, mano. O cara fala em tailandês.
Stop those runners when they get ahead of you.
Merda aí,
Like,
botar uma tradução ali embaixo.
You're just waiting for
Coloca a
that
mulher
right
do Google
movement,
pra
or
falar.
right moment
Olha aquele
to
guri ali
happen.
jogando, meu.
These guys are so good. They just don't miss in front of goal.
Engoliu o celular.
Oh, we've already seen it in our featured match, haven't we? Gege Rental seems like
Ai, ai.
four have been
Quem é o
converted
Brasil?
by both
Meu,
men.
agora aí não tem nenhum brasileiro.
Taking the stage at the moment.
Caso eu tô querendo perca.
O brasileiro fez 3-0, acabou o jogo.
Acabou.
Ele eliminou.
Os caras quitou, eu acho, sei lá. Eu tô impressionado com aquele moleque, né, mano? O cara vai ter um probleminha nas costas.
The young Danny Olmo can start to pull strings in the midfield, provide late runs as well. And for Wadi, well, you want to get anything out of this match, things need to start going your way.
Imagina.
He's been
O moleque
allowed
toma uma
to
sacolada,
pick
chega
up
em casa,
quite
tem que bater
some
uma
way,
massa.
Garcia steps in.
Loose with the ball.
O pai do moleque, não dá futuro não. Te coloquei nessa bosta. Tomou uma sacolada.
Zell Dumfries. Ball sadly just
Ai,
lacking
ai.
quality.
Tá,
The longer
pô,
this ball
Wanda, tem que
sticks
botar
in
tua câmera
play,
aí na tela aí, pô. Dá um jeito
the
nisso. pô.
longer
Deixa eu
the
colocar.
misery will compound.
Hã?
Zelensky, oh, he's tackled.
Se eu que sou inteligente não tô conseguindo.
Running now as well. Rashford.
Porra, tu é o meu programador, velho. Tu não consegue botar a porra uma câmera na tela.
Ah, mano, meu nível de sono já não tá deixando eu pensar mais.
Back to Gerard Martini. I
Eu só
think
tô
he
pensando
knows-
nesse
he
moleque quando ele
knows
chegar
the
em casa tem que
situation
fazer
is that
Uber.
3 points are like gold dust here in the group stages. Especially in group C
chegar no
and
Brasil
D,
de
Barry,
boxe.
there are so many strong
Calma,
competitors
Yeah.
down here in the lower half, if you will, of our 4 groups.
I agree. This would be a huge result for him. He's just playing it right. He's going to lose the ball.
É na
but what he
empreita
does
ou
when
na
he has to,
diária?
Gets it back. I mean, there's lots of interceptions
É na
here.
empreita ou na diária?
Very sloppy.
Very nice coverage from Kunde, but if there's a man who can afford some of the more sloppy
chegar em casa,
mistakes,
vai
it
tocar
is the man who
35
currently
punhetas.
controls the 2-0 scoreline. He is there, and, well, he's rode the challenge. I think this one will be the full-time score, unless Wadi can conjure up a miracle here in Bangkok. It's not to be. Yassine.
Os dedos caçando. Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa.
Stages, he bests his compatriots. A clean
Ai, ai.
scoreline in the end. And well, we are now going to have to see a club champion steady themselves.
Ah,
for the
eu
first
tô
time in the
enjoando
group
já.
stages here, Barry.
Oh, and I mean, that's a huge result.
Mano,
I think
tem
the
um
game
cara pra entrar na live pra
off with
falar
see
comigo.
this match there in a minute and get confirmation of that one. It was looking really good for Rentau. That's a huge result. I mean, we saw in the interviews, Harry. I mean, like what he is talking about. Listen, he's a club champion, obviously, and he's talking about that he wants to win it all and he wants the top 4. And you mentioned about the bright lights here. That's a bit of a against the grain performance there. I would have expected that Wadi would have, you know, maybe got a goal, but he just looked in total control until out there. He looked really, really comfortable on the ball, passing back to the keeper, just taking the sting out of the game and just killing the game off, really. Very composed finish to the match there.
Yeah, very nice stuff from Yassine. You're right, composure is always
Ah, não
difficult
dá
as
graça
well
de
when you're
assistir, meu.
coming around the world, playing here in Bangkok, but also playing against someone that you know very well.
know,
and
they're good
is
friends,
a good
yeah.
friend. So that's a 3-point scoreline that is very much worth its weight in gold here in the group stages, especially settling the nerves here on day one. Today is all about survival.
It is just getting out, just surviving and getting out. And if you can pick up the, I think if you get one win,
Tá travando a minha
really
câmera,
setting
é
yourself up,
impressão minha.
because
Galera do chat,
you know then that you have the 3
Ferrugem,
points in the
tiver
bag,
ainda aí,
you
dá um
know what
toque.
it takes, you know you've played on the
Parece que tá
stage,
tudo travado
then you
aqui,
can
velho.
kind of ease into it a little bit better. So
Eu acho que não, né? Eu acho que é
huge
impressão
performance
sua.
though, and again, putting a little bit of a target on his back as we see this group progress, but one to watch. Definitely one to watch, I think, now.
Yeah, we hopefully can watch the resumption of Gege versus Rental. No doubt that's still going on. When we left that was still in the first half. So
yeah,
you imagine there's some more action to be played over there. But coming back to Yassine, I mean, we've already seen, I think it's, was it just the one Moroccan from 3 that we've seen come out so far? Is it, no, excuse me, no, it's two from 4.
Group B, wasn't it?
50% of them have been eliminated so far that have taken the stage, so you don't want to be joining that stat line, do you?
I mean, which side are you going to be on?
Tá travando não, né? Tá de boa.
Definitely would prefer to be picking up those 3 points.
Tá, tô vendo aqui agora.
He'll be happy with that.
I do feel though as well, like when you get to this stage, there's always a couple of surprise packages. None of these guys winning it out are going to be surprises because they're the best in the world. But you do have huge names in this as well, previous champions.
Nossa,
you know,
é fraco, mano.
We'll see console later. On mobile, it's kind of a little bit of a mixed bag because they're so young. You mentioned at the start, Harry. It's a younger talent pool. There's a lot of guys up and coming as well. So getting to this stage, I mean, it's just banking experience as well for future events. And that's
Ô, Leco, tua live travou agora, sim, tá? Tá travando.
We will get confirmation of Gege and Rentau, see if he turns
Parece que tá
around,
com um
but
Galaxy Pocket.
for me, that's a huge 3 points there.
It is.
And a little bit surprising just because
Nossa,
Wally,
tá
we've seen a
travando
lot of
muito.
him. We've seen a lot of him at the FC Inter club events as well. You've seen a lot of him. He is a really good player, and he was really good in that event. But again, we keep saying it, we keep repeating it. This is a different level up here.
It is indeed. And
Ah, se eu tivesse na divisão já tinha subido pra primeira divisão já hoje.
Qualified, making it all the way to the final against Abdoch. It was 0-0 after 120 minutes. Then he saved 4 penalties
Yeah, that's right.
in a row.
Yeah.
to
So you
make
don't
it
want to
to
face
this
him in
stage.
penalties. That's it. You need to beat him in normal time. That's
Exactly
what any
right.
of his opponents are like. This guy, we're not bringing him to penalties.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. So watch out for him tomorrow if he's able to steady himself and turn things around in the group stages. Wadi 7 to 17 years of age he was when he was putting in those heroic saves as well. So if he's matured since then, I mean, obviously Father Time is inevitable.
It is.
But it's, you know, been a couple of months since the Inter event. Whether or not
Pode
he's
crer.
really got a plan B, plan C, through Z, all the way through. You know, does he have that in his locker? Was he expecting to lose his first match? Those questions will all be answered, no doubt, after the next couple of matches. But over to our MCs.
Tá, vai, peraí. Vai. Peraí, deixa eu tirar o áudio.
Hello.
Tá, peraí, deixa eu tirar.
Are you feeling right now?
Vai. Eu tô aqui, feliz, ganhei, o cara quitou a partida e eu tô aqui, agora eu vou embora com o meu nuggets. Achei que era um campeonato de Big Mac. Cheguei aqui, tinha que jogar no...
Só um pouquinho que você vai ficar bom.
E é isso. E você achou que era o campeonato de quê? Que você tava na sua casa? Não vou conseguir. Ai. Você veio, achou que era valendo um Nintendo e chegou aqui, achou que era tudo isso mesmo, jogou com seu adversário.
Vai ficar bom. O celular tá com pouca bateria, mano. Por isso tava travando tudo.
Então, eu vim aqui, achei que tinha batata frita, nuggets do meu lado, achei que era um campeonato de Big Mac.
Deixa o brasileiro falar, pai. Não viaja. Deixa o brasileiro. Deixa o brasileiro falar. Esse é bom isso aí.
Mas vamos fazer um jogo de cada vez, tranquilidade.
I don't know, but I just feel that it's really great.
No, he said like he feel joyful and he tried to practice more because he's gonna meet another people, another competitor. He's gonna defeat him tomorrow.
Yeah, to get to be another level.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck to you. Okay, thank you so much. ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Wow.
Os
that
caras não
amazing.
tramparam aí
Alright,
dublando
we're
o
gonna
cara.
start with the second round of Group C and Group D. If you're ready, over to our commentators.
Ai, os dois panaca. Vai.
Só um pouquinho que eu preciso. tu vai fazer quem aí?
É desses dois aí, vai.
É.
Eu faço o outro, sem ser o...
Tá, qual é o tema da conversa?
Ah, puxa aí.
O que você acha do Rentão estar um pouco acima do peso para esse evento? Eu achei o abdômen dele pouco definido. Aí, porra, fala alguma coisa, mano.
Vai tá no cara ainda.
Não, mano, aí tu me quebra, pô. A gente tem que fazer essa parceria, pô.
Vai tá no outro cara. Ah, eu achei que ele veio pra comer, porque eu tava aqui com a minha Coca-Cola, ele ficou olhando minha lata. Ele tá mais focado na comida do que no jogo. Acho que ele vai chegar em casa agora, vai ter que fazer uns 30 abdominal e pegar um supino de 50 quilos pra poder perder um pouco do peso. Porque o que ele joga de futebol mobile, ele tem de gordura.
Ai, meu Deus do céu. Ah, que sacanagem, velho.
Ah, não vai dar não.
Eu nesse mundial vai dar. Eu nesse mundial ia fazer história com Flávio Caçarrado no ataque do Ferrugem. Ai, meu chapéu.
Ai, mano, que loucura.
Vamos lá. Ó, eu também achei, ele se apresentou de uma forma muito equivocada. No segundo gol dele eu vi os peitos explodirem. Parece que ele estava com o rosto entalado. E no segundo gol eu notei um cheiro horrível na sala. Parece que ele soltou aquele pedaço de pizza pelo seu orifício.
Ah, pelo que eu vi, foi isso mesmo. Ah, mano. Ai, cara, os caras 4h30 da manhã, mano. Ah, eu vim aqui porque minha mãe falou, filho, vai fazer alguma coisa e eu não queria trabalhar com meu pai. Meu pai já estava pronto para sair pro trabalho, mas eu gosto mesmo é de ficar trancado no quarto, jogando no celular, às vezes jogo no tablet. Então, vou tentar alguma coisa.
E da minha parte, né, eu estava batendo 2 punhetas por dia. Foi quando a minha fimose estourou. Eu vi pela primeira vez a minha glande.
O YouTube vai derrubar seu canal. Ah, agora é o BR, agora é o BR.
Agora que eu consegui, eu quero. Eu vi alguns
Esse aqui é o
jogos dele
BR.
e vi o último jogo
Conheço
que ele
não,
fez num
conheço
torneio
não.
da China,
Nunca
com
nem
o
ouvi
Juninho,
falar.
que é do Brasil. E é um adversário muito
Nossa,
tranquilo.
mano, que dor de
Ele
cabeça
é
que me deu
tranquilo.
agora.
E então eu vou ter que ter muita, vou ter muita dificuldade com esses
Você tá
adversários
doido.
que são tranquilos,
Nossa, mano, mas foi
seguram
bom,
muita
hein?
bola. É o que me deixa aflito.
Last week
Perigo
I
é foda, hein?
practiced all a week
Olha o
because
porte
I
atlético
know
do
this
meu,
my second time to this game,
atleta,
so
velho.
it's very important
Caramba.
to me. I think Mendonça is a very had a lot experience and he played very game in last year. I think it's a tough game with him. This is my second time to World Final. I think I will play a best game
Ele
to
joga
all
futebol
the fan
22
to
horas
me.
por dia, Van.
Joga mesmo?
Well, there are our 4 players we'll see taking the stage next for our
Peraí que
mainstream
eu tô
match
fazendo
and
bagulho aqui.
our featured match as well, Barry. They look up to the test, don't they? They
They
look
do.
very ready for it.
Yeah, a lot of confidence in those interviews. A lot of mentioning of, Jamorn wants to be a world champion like his brother. No pressure there.
Yeah, no pressure.
But yeah, there's kind of a mix of, Mendonça's been around for quite a while. I mean, obviously, he's done it all before in these tournaments, and his talent level.
Tá.
But there's a lot of the younger guys coming up that want that glory now as well. So we've got.
Ele acabou de falar agora que os jogos foram muito bons e que os players têm alto poder competitivo e E no mobile eles dominam muito os toques especiais.
Não falou nada com nada. Que bosta. Mano do céu, mano. Dois idiota, 4 horas da manhã, mano. Dois idiota, mano.
Olha o WhatsApp.
Ah, olhei aqui. Aqui essa jogada foi bem trabalhada agora. É o Gabriel Jesus no time?
Ah, mas ainda existe esse maluco ainda?
Ah, tá lá no Arsenal.
Fudeu o cara aí.
No Arsenal.
Será que nem no evento a Konami desativa a manipulação, velho?
Mano, eu acho. Mano, a Konami não atualiza nem os times. O Lewandowski tava jogando hoje no Barça ainda.
Ó.
Luan Timber, Rice. Kai Havertz. Mano, olha aqui.
Havertz, Eze.
Nossa.
Gol. 2 a 0.
Ferrou com o cara. Arsenal contra Arsenal. Ferrou com o cara agora.
O gráfico do mobile tá bom, meu.
Tá bom, não tá? E não parece que é mobile.
Não, parece. De pertinho assim até parece, mas de longe não, meu.
Aham.
Tá bom, meu. Mas, ô, meu, como é que funciona? Será que o celular é deles lá? Eles
Eu ia
dão,
perguntar
ou...
isso agora. Será que cada um joga com o seu celular?
Espiar leva o seu. Pois é, acho que eles dão lá, né?
Deve ser um padrão pra cada um, né?
Não, o cara tá mexendo no celular lá, quando vê alguém ligando pro cara. Tudo cara ligando pro cara. Meu Deus.
A mãe do moleque. Vai dormir, que amanhã você acorda cedo.
Tá mandando o gemidão ali.
É bem isso.
Celular cheio de vírus. Ele já aparece. O cara aperta um botão errado ali, já aparece. O rabo da Elisa Santos ali, né?
Parece aquele bagulho de fazer a limpeza no celular.
Vamos, Ferrugem. Tamo junto, pai. Master Clean.
Ele vai devolver lá em cima. Vai devolver lá em cima, ó.
No Bank ligando pro guri pra negociar a dívida do cartão. 2 a 1,
Mano, que loucura.
Tá torcendo pra que time? Eu tô torcendo pro Arsenal.
Eu ia falar isso agora.
Eu, inclusive, não sei qual é o Arsenal lá em cima que tá ganhando. Se é o vermelho ou se é...
Acho que é o vermelho. Nossa, mano, que alergia que deu no olho agora.
Os caras vão ali, sentam numa cadeirinha ali pra não... Que viagem, né, velho?
E essa viagem é bancada pela Konami?
Com certeza, né? Eu acho que é o mínimo, né?
Será que
é só isso também.
Será?
Só passeio. Como é que o cara vai ter condição, mano, de pegar e ir lá na puta que pariu pra jogar tomar 8 a 0 e ir embora?
É.
Que nem o Gurizão tomou aquele ali. Não, mas não. só pelas narração, Vando.
Pera aí.
Porque o nosso
Tô com ele.
diferencial aqui é a gente conseguir dublar o que os caras falam. Os outros canais aí não estão dublando.
Os canais só comentam.
Só comentam. Aí eu já volto aí, só um momentinho.
Mano, que alergia que deu no olho agora, viado.
JPZera FPS. Eu moro em Ribeirão Preto. Ficou sabendo da destruição dos ventos e chuva aqui hoje? Não fiquei, mano.
Tá feio, hein, Leco?
Só um momentinho, Wanda. Eu tô respondendo parceria nossa aqui.
Não, tô falando dessa situação aí mesmo.
Bom dia, JP. Não, mano, não tô sabendo, velho. Foi ruim aí a coisa, meu. Eu sei que... Porra, tá uma chuvarada do caralho aqui no sul aqui também, mano. Aqui no sul aqui tá feia a coisa também. Várias enchentes aqui e tal.
Eu, Leco, tô falando dessa situação aí mesmo.
É? Tá aí, Wanda. O que que sabe?
Mano, temporalzão, chuva pra tudo quanto é lado. Situação precária, mano, lá. Na internet os caras tava te pedindo até oração, mano, pro local.
É foda, né, mano?
Você é louco.
Tamo junto, JP. Tomara que tudo se ajeite aí, né, mano? Torcer, orar aí que o estrago seja o menor possível, né? É complicado, mano. Foda. Pô, joguinho bom, hein? Maneco cheio de estoque duplo. Sim, vendo 120 km, meu irmão. É muita coisa, mano.
Foi.
Tufão, velho.
Então,
Nunca tinha acontecido isso, todo mundo assustou. Eu tenho 35 anos, nunca vi isso. Pois é, irmão. Porra, foda. Aqui em Porto Alegre aconteceu, né? 2 anos atrás, eu acho. Né? Vocês devem ter ficado sabendo aí das enchentes fortes que deu aqui também. Eu também nunca tinha visto, mano. Nada parecido. Eu não sei o que tá acontecendo ultimamente, cara. O mundo tá muito rebelde, mano. Os temporal tão ficando cada vez pior, velho. No meu tempo que eu era guri, que eu era criança, não tinha isso aí, cara.
O ser humano não cuida, né, velho?
Ô, meu, sério, o bagulho tá ficando tenso, mano. Todo dia é uma destruição nova, mano. É loucura, né? É complicado, mano. Aqui também já foram alertados já que, tipo, eu moro em Porto Alegre, né? Aí tem o nosso rio Guaíba aqui, né? Que ele contorna toda a cidade de Porto Alegre aqui. Contorna não, é uma lateral de Porto Alegre inteira é o tal do rio Guaíba, né? E aí da Serra Gaúcha vem vários rios que se juntam e desaguam no rio Guaíba, né? Foi isso que aconteceu da outra vez. E, cara, tava chovendo demais na serra e essa água tá descendo agora pra caralho pra cá, tá ligado? E aí já tava se tendo aí uma previsão aí, inclusive um sinal de alerta aí, porque o bicho tava pegando, mano. Lá pra cima, lá, teve algumas cidades aí que ficaram embaixo d'água também, de novo, né, mano? E aí é que eu falo, essas coisas não aconteciam antes aqui, cara. Agora começou a se tornar uma coisa comum, né? Foda. Sim, fiquei sabendo, aí foi até pior, passou no jornal, todo mundo, mano, aquela vez lá foi foda, né? E eu aqui nunca tinha visto nada parecido, né, meu? Aí de repente tu vê assim, o lugar onde tu te criou ali debaixo d'água, mano. É foda, o cara acha que nunca vai acontecer, né, mano? Eu aqui nunca imaginei que ia acontecer aquilo que aconteceu. O cara vê no centro da cidade um lugar que sempre foi normal, nunca teve um alagamentinho, nada, os caras andando de barco, pai. É loucura isso aí, mano. Água assim, ó, passando das placas de trânsito, tá ligado? Placa de pare, placa de proibido estacionar, água em cima das placas, mano. Pá, loucura total, 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 coisa inimaginável, assim. É culpa nossa, né, meu? Culpa nossa, o ser humano tem muita culpa nisso. Eu quero saber quando é que vai entrar os brasileiros em campo aí, pô. Caralho, velho, achei que ia ser mais cedo. Estamos quase 5 horas já e nada dos caras aparecer, velho. Hein, Ivan? Ativa aí.
Tomar um menos aqui.
O cara passou no meio. Caralho, pai, esse gol foi roubado, hein? Se eu tomo esse gol aí, eu levanto daquela cadeira ali e já largo fora.
E o cara meteu uma comemoração ainda do Easy ainda.
Eu vou largar, velho.
O cara meteu a comemoração ainda.
Só faltou meter aquela comemoração no microfone lá, tá ligado?
Aham.
Meteu o rapzinho. Mete o rapzinho ou saio fora?
Ali é barbado.
Ainda joga o celular na parede. Essa merda.
Passando vergonha pro mundo inteiro.
Ao vivo, acaba com o evento. Olha lá. Estou no meio do Salibá. O goleiro me espalma uma bola no pé do ex. Tinha 32 malucos de vermelho na área. Ele largou no pé do Sim, fiquei sabendo, tá. Pesado dá uma sensação estranha, tipo o fim do mundo. Acho que isso tem a ver com as geleiras derretendo o Pacífico. Quais BRs vão jogar no console aí? Ô meu, primeiro, é uma sensação foda pra caralho. É muito louco, velho. Inexplicável, assim, a loucura. E, ô, mano, os BR, cara, tem que trazer o nome dos caras aqui.
João Vitor.
João Vitor.
Fute Fácil.
Fute Fácil.
E o
Rentão, né?
É, o Rentão jogou no mobile, né?
Sim.
É um... Ixi, eu tenho que pegar o outro aqui, mano. Não vou me recordar agora.
É que ainda pra mim, ainda assim, meu, tá até meio confuso de quem que vai jogar hoje, mas eu acho que todos esses
Happy all the way back
tá
to
pouco confuso.
David Raya now. This is just a little bit of game management, isn't it, from Jamon, inviting the press, inviting some bodies forward. And this is the space it's created near side. Has a little bit of hold-up play to do here as blue shirts still arriving. He's turned Gabriel, though, not once, not twice, but 3 times. In the end, perhaps overplays it. Make it a 4th time. Timber, now, who can he find? 2 blue shirts to try and find. He is just maintaining possession here. Cannot win the ball back. Finally, Supermendi's in.
Exato, mano, exato. Esses aí
and that's killed a lot of the clock here. Burned a lot of the time. Eze to Zubamendi. This is for Yunus Falki, who, a reminder, needs a goal, has surrendered possession over, though. Kayo Saka, no doubt the destination for Jamon will be that corner flag, whether it's left or right. As long as he maintains possession. Timber, great possession, great strength.
Deixa eu ver se eu acho que ele é com a...
And again, Jamorn is playing this second half so mature and so comfortable. Oh, it's just been an unbelievable performance from him in the second half.
Playing beyond his years. I mean, his mettle, his resolve, everything was tested by Yunus Falki, but Jamorn survives. Had to come back not once, but twice. And in the end, the fight in the phone booth will finish with Yunus Falki 3, Jamorn 4. Arguably the game of the group stages so far.
What a match. I mean, the possession stat kind of took a hit there as well in the second half, and Jamorn actually dominated possession towards the end of the game. But look at the passing from both of these guys. Very similar tackles, interceptions. Jamorn had 3 saves from his keeper as well. I just feel he was so clinical when he needed to be. And I think, in fairness, he would have been disappointed when he conceded that goal, because it was a mistake, right? Let's call it out. It was a mistake. And you don't want to be too harsh on these guys because they're playing under severe pressure. And it's easy for us to talk. I mean, we're sitting here and we're just chilling and we're
cold blood, you know,
listen,
no lights on us.
but that was a brilliant performance from him.
Well, it looks like we have our players just readying up for an interview. Let's go over to Toy and Bello on the stage.
Now let's chat with our winner for this round. Okay. Oh, Jamon, 13 number. Sawadee krab.
Wow.
ยินดีด้วยครับ Congratulations to you.
Wow.
Okay. We're gonna chat in English or Thai.
Is that good?
ภาษาไทยก็ได้เนาะ
ภาษาไท
โอย เค
เนอะ
เป็นยังไงบ้าง รอบนี้ ยากไหม
ยากครับ เมื่อเปิดมานัดแรกก็แพ้ 3-0 เลย เมื่อกี้ก็เกือบไม่รอด
แล้วเรามีเทคนิคไงที่เราสามารถพลิกเกมมาชนะได้
พยายาม
Aquilo é
ครอง
co-
บอลไว้กับตัวเยอะๆครับตอนนำ
Okay.
É.
Also, we're gonna talk about how
João
do you feel
Vitor.
right now. And so, actually, he just said that
É.
it's a bit difficult,
Fute fácil.
right? And what is your technique? What was your technique to overcome and to be the winner for this round?
Rafa Braga também parece. É, Rafa ZN14. É isso, os brasileiros do console, isso.
Okay, good job.
E do mobile foi o Rentão e o Mendonça.
Try not to think about anything else and just focus solely on winning.
Ah,
That's it.
and what do you think is the biggest strength?
Mano, o jogo do
Going
João
into
Vitor
this
vai
competition.
ser 6h45 da manhã.
อะไรคือจุดแข็งของเราครับ
Lá vai ser 4h45 da tarde.
เรื่องผมมาเน้นเปิดมงครับ ก็จุดแข็งก็คือลูกมงครับ
ลูกมงเนี่ยเหรอ
ใช่ครับ
Os comentários do bagulho da Konami é muito bom, né?
My strength is
Os
my
caras,
header.
queremos servidores, não
Okay.
ficar olhando os
Can you
outros
show me
jogarem.
how to มง Okay, okay, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much, Jamon!
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Agora?
I'm so
Okay.
happy. I'm so happy to
Tá
see
doido,
our
mano, eu vou
teenager,
dormir.
like very adolescent age.
Tô te falando.
Grateful, guys.
Não aguento
Really
não, Leco.
he's
Acordei
so
cedo,
focused on
mano.
what he doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna start with the third round. And
Cedo.
then we're gonna find out
tá
our top 4 players to go to
Você
the
tá
next
animado.
round, our knockout stage tomorrow.
Yep.
And now it's
Não,
time to
abre
meet once
sim.
again our commentators. Back to you guys.
Tô com o OBS aberto aqui, ele.
Ah,
Much,
verdade.
guys. Great to hear from Jamon. What do you think of his header technique there, Barry? Is he going to give you? Or
I mean, if
Kai
I was a
have
scout, I
basis?
wouldn't be signing him.
No.
Not based on that, but if I was an esports
For
scout,
them,
yes.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
most
yes,
definitely.
yes.
A tremendous performance from him. The bounce back was fantastic, as we just saw against Eunice Falke there. And now we head into our final. I mean, it's gone so
Vai
far,
vendo,
our
Leco.
final round of matches here in the
Abriu?
mobile group
Caramba.
stages. We say
Olha aí,
goodbye
Leco, que eu te
to another
mandei, te
4
mandei.
players, and another 4 players sign their date with Destiny going into the knockout stages tomorrow. Who will it be?
Olha aí.
We'll find out by the end of this next round
Ficou
of
bom, né?
matches, Barry.
We'll get a match. We'll get a roundup of the matchups as well to see, you know, what is on stake here. But yeah, I mean, we're going straight into interviews.
The goal in the World Finals is absolutely win.
E se você abrir ele como administrador, não vai mesmo assim?
بغيت نقول شكرا لاصحابي الناس اللي كنعرف الناس اللي كنبغي نشكرهم كاملين هما جزء من هادشي اللي بسببهم وصلت للورد فاينلز.
Botão direito em cima dele.
Tinha tentado uma vez, tinha dado.
Abrir como administrador.
JPZera FPS, vocês falam inglês, Leco?
Jogando mais uma vez no Mundial.
Na verdade, não,
A
foi.
gente sabe como que é complicadíssimo de chegar aqui, mas vamos chegar.
Foi
Eu
só
tenho
fake
certeza
news.
que eu vou trazer muito orgulho para vocês. Eu enfrentei o Yacine durante a final regional do Milan, né? Consegui vencer uma partida que eu estava perdendo 2-0 e virei para 3-2 no final da
Teve uma hora ali,
partida.
cara, que ficou.
Adversário bom, muito bom, tem muita qualidade.
Sei lá,
Eu
os
acredito que vai ser um
10
jogo bem
papos
difícil.
deles ali.
التمني ديالي في هذا الوقت فعلا هو اني ندير لقب
Entendia
ولا
nada,
ما
os caras
ديتش
falando
لقب
até tailandês no bagulho.
Minha voz tá saindo na sua live?
A gente
Tá.
começou a dublar os caras ali,
مهم ليا
mano.
بزاف
É real.
ونتمنى
Que é, Evan?
نقدم
Minha voz tá saindo na sua live?
مزيان البلاد
Tá, pô,
المهم
tá.
Cara, mano, eu tô grog de sono,
Ô,
mano.
JP, tá saindo a voz do Wander aí na live, mano?
وغنربحوا ان شاء الله. Kepada rakyat Malaysia, doakan saya, insyaAllah, terutamanya kepada ahli keluarga saya, ibu dan ayah
Conseguiu
semua.
abrir ele de administrador
Saya
aí?
akan cuba yang terbaik untuk membawa nama Malaysia dan akan bawa, saya akan janji akan bawa trofi ke bumi Malaysia, guys. For me, Wadi, he's international.
Não, você tá doido, Leco. Não aguento não, mano.
I respect him because
Não aguento. Você sabe que quando eu consigo jogar, eu jogo, mano. Eu tô podre de sono.
And I cannot wait to play against him.
Não consigo.
Oh, how great is this? Into the last round of the mobile group stages, we have Gege taking on Wadi 7 as our featured match. And what's fantastic here, Barry, is you have Wadi
Deixa eu ver o nome
7,
deles.
the
Eles são
champion of the
conhecidos no mundo deles lá.
Internazionale Milano Club event, taking on Gege, a regional qualifier who has chosen AC.
We'll
A
talk about rivalries.
Milanese derby here in the Kingdom of Thailand. You could not have asked for a better ending to our mobile group stages. Oh, I mean, what can you say? What can you say?
It's perfectly set up.
Ele é.
We are straight in. We are underway. As mentioned before, Wadi 7, the inter-club champion.
A cadeira dele é especial, é feita pra ele.
Gege, using AC Milan. AC, I believe, standing for all combo.
O cara sentando na rede.
So Gege will be repping AC, if only spiritually, if you will, through his in-game name. Nice find though, Jimenez. Just waiting for some backup here on the far side. Fofana's arriving.
Mas, meu, me diz uma coisa que não tá nítida pra mim. Quem é que os guri vão defender, meu? JV vai defender o quem, por exemplo?
Então, não sei. Não, acho que não, porque acho que ele nem é mais oficial do Manchester, eu acho.
Will he take that in stride? Yes, he will. Has the strength to hold off as well. Oh, great goalkeeping.
Caramba, o cara tirou.
Salamakers is able to salvage the ball as well, so no corner for all of that effort.
Cartas especiais, mas tipo do
Entendi.
time mesmo.
Salvanulu cleaning up and the ball breaks for Pereira.
Então, tá bagunça essa live aí pra mim.
He's trying to move forward. Zieliński forces the save, and it'll be a corner this time.
Yeah, I mean, the keeper there doing well. He kind of came out the first time, Mike, and he came out the first time, and he... I think he kind of forgot for a second. Maybe thought he was out a little bit further than he was, but that's made up for it. That's a brilliant save, because the angle was against him there. Good start for Wadi. Gege would probably want to get a little bit more possession on the ball.
Olha, esses caras aí são Harry Kent, Shannon, narrador em inglês e comentarista. É um narrador e um comentarista.
Here's a little look at the results thus far here in Group C. Lulu is approaching the ball. Oh, that's a last-ditch touch on the ball by Gege. That was really last chance saloon stuff. Here's a live look at the table, and well, they can only catch Rentao.
Rentao is a top, I think.
Sinistro, né?
Now?
Yes, I believe you're right.
É o tipo de moleque que vai, tipo, no almoço da família, mano. Chega, vai pra sala ou pro quarto.
Will be needing anything other than pride.
Que ideia nojenta.
Sadly, can't get the ball first time of asking, and well, this one will be carried away by Wadi 7.
E Nugget.
Zieliński, boy, breaks. Fortunately for him, Marcus Thuram.
Ele não come um nugget, ele come 332 nuggets.
Now Gege. Now trying to give chase, but Akanji's back there, Barry, and as we tick down to what has been.
Não, mas tá comendo nuggets antes de jogar no celular. É poder descorregar melhor na tela com óleo.
The odd chance here or there.
Yeah, it's been open but kind of sloppy, and there's a lot of interceptions. There's a lot of loose possession as well. Maybe because of the stakes that are there now are a little bit less, obviously, with the group that we saw. But I mean, these guys
are fatal.
Proud guys. They're going to want to win every game that they play. It's going to be the first goal.
Could well be last chance of the half here. Stands it up towards Alexis Sanchez, but In the end, Modric will head away, and the referee has seen enough here in the first half. It is 0-0 between Wadi 7 and Gege. Registering a shot thus far in the game. That is very uncharacteristic for him, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, we'll get confirmation in the groups, I'm sure, but
Olha o
maybe,
chute de
maybe it's
cabeça.
because he's kind of done and he's like, listen, I can't get through, really. Maybe he's just kind of, when stat frustration creeps in and there's not much to play for, you can kind of go away from what works for you. That competitive edge is still there.
Leco tá com 12 na live
It's a
assistindo,
difficult
Leco.
one to play, you know, a match that you can't really progress from, really, isn't it? It's a tough spot to be.
Yeah, it really is. And to be honest, obviously we'll wait for confirmation on the groups, but if Gege is mathematically eliminated entering this match, that would be a real shame for him, because last year he looked really, really strong right up until that semi-final. And this year
O
he's
Leco,
had a
vou indo
fairly
nessa.
good run of results as well. Obviously, we're
Vou.
looking back to the Malaysia Cup against WPS AP.
Preciso dormir,
Made
mano,
it
senão
all the way
amanhã eu
to
não
the
aguento.
final there. Out
Não
of,
consigo
I
nem
think,
jogar amanhã.
400 players turned up for the Malaysia Cup. So
Pelo bem da minha
Peninsula
divisão amanhã, eu preciso
definitely
dormir
know how
agora.
to turn up and play. But I think we can now take a little look and see what's happening between, well, a contrast of ages here. Jamon and Mendonça heading
É
head to
isso,
head
rapaziada que me
against each
acompanhou
other
aí também.
Looks
Boa
like here
noite,
from
obrigado.
Okay.
This is a big result.
É nóis.
So far,
Tamo
3-1.
junto.
Boa noite não, né? Bom dia.
Bom dia. Obrigado a todos. Tamo junto. Valeu e
He
fui.
doesn't make it easy for himself, does he, Jamon?
Gabriel Jesus.